Day number 1 of the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association National Championships continues after a thrilling game number 1 with UNLV defeating Robert Morris 4-3. We're set for game 2. The Missouri State Ice Bears getting set to take on the University of Buffalo Bulls on a beautiful 71-degree day from Frisco, Texas. Glad you can join us. Casey Rule with you from the Comerica Center alongside Justin DeVilis and Todd Quarter. Guys, before we get things going, JD, I know you're from Connecticut. 71 degrees out right now in March. Is this a little bit warm for you? Is this a little bit unseasonably warm for you?
Well, it's a little bit warm outside. The ice inside this rink feels normal, but it's great to be down south where the air is a little bit warmer when you step outside.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm in Bloomington, Indiana this time this year. I can't complain with 70 degrees in March. Something that these Missouri State Ice Bears won't complain with in terms of heat. Offense, one of the hottest scoring teams in the WCHL over the 2018-19 season. A variety of scores can beat you at any time. But when you talk offense with Missouri State, you have to start with the man who's been the number 10 scorer in the country, Nikita Salnikov.
Well, you can't mention offense with this Missouri State team without mentioning Nikita. I mean, 10th most points in Division I, 55 this season, including 2 hat tricks and even a 4-goal game. So I expect him to have a very big turnout today, especially with the first game for him and his team taking place just very soon, about to take place on the ice.
The 22-year-old from Penza, Russia, finished out the regular season with points in 4 of his last 6 games played. But we stick with offense, and there are other players who can beat teams that's not named Salnikov. And most recently for the Ice Bears, Josh Bell has been a huge piece offensively.
Yeah, 5 goals in his last 6 games. I mean, he leads the team in power play goals, so we'll see what Bell can do along with Nikita, see what they can do as a little two-headed tandem here for the Ice Bears.
Missouri State entering play today, 3.9 goals a game, the second most in the WCHL. Todd Quarter, we go from offense to defense, and Buffalo, their second consecutive NECHL championship this season. That doesn't happen without goaltending, and they have been solid in between the pipes with Ian Shorthouse.
Well, in goal, senior Ian Shorthouse, he's been spectacular this season. He has a 1.96 GA, which is 10th in the country. And as a team, the Bulls have done it with defense. They've only allowed 82 goals this season. And you mentioned them winning the championship. They defeated the Canisius Golden Griffins on their home ice to win the Memorial Cup.
And Shorthouse has been flat out unstoppable at times in his career. The senior from East Amherst, New York, a 2.14 career goals against average. But Todd, these last 5 games of his might be the best he's ever played while wearing a Bulls uniform.
Well, he's 4-0-1 in his last 5, which includes stopping 27 of 28 shots in the championship game against Canisius.
Well, there isn't much familiarity with both programs, but Justin, there's one common opponent. What can you tell us between the games between Buffalo and Missouri State against a team who played earlier today in RMU?
Yeah, Robert Morris, Pennsylvania. Both the teams about to take the ice right now actually played Robert Morris, Pennsylvania. Missouri State beat them 7-1 back in November, and then Buffalo split. They played them twice. RMU took game 1 5-2, and then Buffalo took the second game 4-2. So a little common opponent here. Obviously, the game with Missouri State and Robert Morris took place back in November, so it's been a while for them. But having that similar opponent, we might see some similarities here on the ice today.
And a lot of times games are won, Todd, on the power play and special teams. And we're not going to see a shortage of potent offensive man advantage units. Missouri State entering tournament play, the second best in the WCHL, while Buffalo, a very stout 26.4% on the power play. So the 5-on-4s and in some cases 5-on-3s are going to be very potent.
Well, they're critical in any hockey game, whether it's a championship hockey game or a regular season hockey game. There's no doubt about it. The power play is led by senior Richard Ledyard, who leads the Bulls with 14 power play goals this season, and I can bet that that'll be the difference in this game.
Well, Ledyard, he's playing his first game this season in the Dallas area, but Todd, he has some family heritage that tracks back to the Dallas Stars, in fact.
Well, home sweet home for him. His father played here in the NHL. So, home sweet home, and it all works out for him. It'll be great home cooking.
And, JD, we can't talk about home cooking without also mentioning the head coach for Missouri State in Jeremy Law. Won the WSHL Thorn Cup in 2005 while coaching the Fort Worth Texans. 47 miles away from the rink right here. It's got to be a welcome home for the fifth-year head coach for the Bulls.
It's got to be, he's got to feel welcome here. It's got to feel so close to home from where he coached, got that championship in his 5th year coaching Missouri State. It's their 2nd consecutive national tournament appearance. So they're not unfamiliar to playing in this tournament, and I expect them to play very well today, start hot.
2nd consecutive national championship appearance. First one was last season in Law's 4th year as the head coach for the Missouri State Ice Bears. Winner play tonight at 25-14-4 in the regular season. The Bills at 22-6. They finished 19th in the ACHA Division I power rankings, while Missouri State finished at number 14. 3rd in the WCHL for the Ice Bears. Back-to-back NECHL championships for the University of Buffalo Bulls. And with that, we send it down rinkside to PA announcer Andy Storrs for our starting lineups and our national anthem.
Let's meet the starting lineups for the visiting team bench. The Buffalo Bulls in goal, a senior from East Amherst, New York, number 30, Ian Shorthouse. On defense, a junior from Buffalo, New York, number 7, Kyle Wilk. On defense, a senior from Webster, New York, number 11, Tanner Woodruff. At center, a senior from Clarence, New York, number 12, Rel Ledyard. At left wing, a sophomore from Buffalo, New York, number 14, Victor McCutcheon. And at right wing, a sophomore from Buffalo, New York, number 13, Austin Bianchi. The head coach of the Bulls is Jeremy Kirsten. His associate coach is Grant Ledyard. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the home team bench, the Missouri State Ice Bears. In goal, a junior from Glen Carbon, Illinois, number 35, Brady Griffin. On defense, a senior from St. Charles, Missouri, number 11, Brennan Anderson. On defense, a junior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 18, Chris Brown. At center, a junior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 16, Josh Bell. At left wing, a freshman from Penza, Russia, number 90, Nikita Salnikov. And at right wing, a freshman from Imperial, Missouri, number 24, Hunter Cooley. The head coach of the Ice Bears is Jeremy Law. The assistant coaches include the trainer is Scott Stegman. Strong and broadcasting and media, Steve Casson. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and kindly remove all caps and join me, soloist Andy Storrs and organist Gary Lichtart, for the singing and playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Our officials for game number 2, as assigned by the ACHA and the USA Hockey's official development program, our referees are Logan Gruhl and John Lindner. Their linesmen are Cameron Dykstra and Cameron McCambridge.
Back inside Comerica Center in downtown Frisco, Texas. It's set for game number 2 of the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association D1 National Championships. The University of Buffalo Bulls taking on the Missouri State Ice Bears. The first day of tournament play here from Frisco. Glad you can join us. Casey Roll with you alongside Todd Quarter and Justin Davilas. Guys, we saw in game 1 with RMU and UNLV a neutral ice surface. How much of a benefit and how much of a detriment is that for some teams skating on here for the first time?
I think it's just like a regular game, an neutral site, no matter the circumstances. The teams that make the least mistakes will win the hockey game.
Ryle Ledyard skates up to the face-off dot for the Bulls. He takes it against Josh Bell, and off the draw, Bell wins it. The Ice Bears skate from left to right to open up play. Bell skates ahead in the attacking zone down the top of the right circle. Drop feed near side Hunter Cooley, who finished with a career-high 29 points this season for the Bears. He has it chip free by Victor McCutcheon. He waffles it behind the net of Brady Griffin. Skies the puck near side, and it rolls out to the red line. Entering the season, Missouri had been outshot in their last 5 games, 35-29 entering the tournament, but able to make it to the auto bid in the national championships. They get their first big test with Buffalo, and we get a whistle and an icing.
Teams feeling each other out here in the going, not taking any chances, sticking with the basics, trying not to make the early mistake to cost their chances of getting off to a bad start.
Face-off comes to the left of Griffin in the Ice Bear defensive zone. It's won by UB. Off the tie-up, Bauer fires a shot that whistles wide glove side. It's dug out of the corner near side by the Ice Bears with Cooley. He clears the zone near side. Drop feed to Bell. 5 goals in his last 6 games for the former 25th overall pick in the 2015 NAHL entry draft. It's covered up by Griffin to stop play.
And for Buffalo, a team, I mean, they're 28-1-4 against league opponents in the last 2 years, so they really dominated their conference. But now coming into this tournament, it's going to be taking on opponents from outside your conference, seeing how they fare. So that'll be interesting to see.
Michael Last takes the face-off for the Bulls against Jordan Bratton. It's won by Bratton, and he skies the puck down the length of the ice from left to right. It rolls on net, and Ian Shorthouse forced to cover it up. And Todd, we talked about it in the open. If Buffalo is able to pull off a win today, Shorthouse has to be on his game.
Well, Shorthouse, he's only allowed the most of any goals in any game this season is 4. So if they can get 4 today, they could possibly win it, Missouri State.
It rolls into the attacking zone for the Ice Bears. Shot out in front, deflects off the blocker. It bounces out to the left corner. The Ice Bears still with it near side. Brown a shot, deflects off the pad of Shorthouse, and the Bulls move ahead from right to left. 4 career shutouts for Shorthouse, the 24-year-old from East Amherst, New York. 2 of them coming this season here in his senior year. The Ice Bears move ahead from left to right. Pitching it near side, Patrick Johansson, the junior from Sarunda, Sweden, gets chipped near side, and the puck rolls out into the Missouri State defensive zone. 1 shot on goal for the Bulls, none for the Ice Bears so far, with just over 1:45 seconds gone in the opening period from the Comerica Center in downtown Frisco. Careening puck near side, dug out by Matt Maddy for the Ice Bears. It's jabbed free by Wesley Austin, the senior from Rochester, New York for the Bulls. Glides it ahead near side. Dances past one defender. Circle-to-circle pass down the far side. It's corralled by Michael Lask. He chips it behind the net of Griffin. First to the puck for the Ice Bears, Derek Smith. He whacks the puck far side at the flex off a Buffalo stick. Smith controls the Tulsa, Oklahoma product. Plays it out to neutral ice. And it rolls down to the right of Shorthouse. A quick line change made by both sides. Nothing immediately jumping out tempo-wise for both sides. 3 shots on net for the Bears, 1 for the Bulls. A rolling puck on net. It's covered up by Griffin.
Things moving fast, but nobody seemingly able to get anything close to the net here. Almost a shot quickly for Missouri State. But you talk about last game, the offensive explosion in the second period, 4 goals scored by both teams. So expecting a lot of offense here today, just not yet.
Austin Davis off the faceoff for Missouri State. Jabs the puck out to the red line. It's tapped back in by Ian Kubler for Buffalo, but not before the captain for the Bears, Brennan Anderson, enters the zone offside.
Each team doing a really good job getting back on defense, not getting out of position, staying in their area, staying in their zone, keeping the puck in front of them so nobody gets behind them.
Face-off coming at neutral ice. Anderson lost a draw against Buffalo's Austin Bianchi, the sophomore from Buffalo, New York, and the transfer from SUNY Fredonia of the NCAA Division III consolation. Can't attack the puck out to net. It's controlled near side by Missouri State. Off the stick of Hunter Saunders. Forecheck by Buffalo. The Ice Bears move ahead near side. The captain, Brendan Anderson, top of the right circle, falls in the slot. Rolling puck corralled far side by Buffalo with Lieber. A pair of potent offensive teams who led their conference in shots on goal. The puck rolls down as an icing. Buffalo this season averaged just over 37 shots on net. Missouri State this season a tad over 34. So you can expect the shots to go flying. How do you limit those if you're a backliner or a blue liner?
Well, we talked about it earlier. Staying in position, don't get out of your lane, stand in your zone, clear the puck, look where you're going to clear it before you clear it.
Buffalo moves it out to the red line. It's chipped in by Cole Schiffman. He lost it on a forecheck. It bounces out to the red line. Buffalo gets it back, William Schaefer. The freshman from Portville, New York, slacks the puck behind the net of Griffin. The Ice Bears first two at far side. No score with 16:20 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal 3-1 in favor of the Ice Bears. Rolling puck at center, corralled by the Bulls. Alex Bauer down the far side, gets nudged off the puck. It's slapped down to near corner. Michael Lask backhands it behind the net of Griffin. First to the puck for the Ice Bears near corner, Patrick Johansson. The 21-year-old from Sweden can't clear the zone. Rolling puck in the slot, out in front, deflects off the stick of Bauer for Buffalo, but nothing more. And here come the Ice Bears from left to right. A huge disaster avoided there by the back line for Missouri State.
Yeah, things could have been really bad right there. Luckily able to kick it out.
Circle-to-circle pass near side for Missouri State. Travis Barrett, the senior, one of 6 for Missouri State here in the first round. A couple fifth years also, Jeremy Law's Missouri State Ice Bears team. The Bulls move ahead down the far side. Kyle Wilt, the junior, glides ahead in the attacking zone. Drop feed to Wesley Austin. He gets smacked off the puck. The whistle and the arm is up. It is called as an offside.
Once again, each team doing an excellent job of keeping the puck in front of them. I keep stressing it, but it's critical because that situation down there with a turnover by Missouri State could have cost them. So the objective is when you have the puck, don't put it out in the middle, keep it along the boards, and clear it at least out to the neutral zone so you don't give the offense a chance to put in an easy goal.
Buffalo on the forecheck, puck free out in front. It rolls off the stick of Ryle Ledyard. It bounces down the far point. It rolls behind the net of Griffin. Buffalo tapping in at the doorstep. Nothing falling so far. Austin Bianchi, centering pass out in front. Here's a shot off the stick of McCutcheon. It bounces off the pad of Griffin and rolls down the far corner, and they clear it out to the red line. Another aggressive rush that time by Buffalo, but nothing coming. A line change made by Missouri State. Shots on goal 3-2 in favor of the Ice Bears. It chipped in behind the net of Griffin off the stick of Wilk. And Missouri State controls near side. Off the stick of Brian Schumacher, the junior defenseman from St. Louis. Banks the puck far side. It's corralled by Buffalo. William Schaefer. Turnover at the red line, and the Bears come ahead with Schumacher. Top of the left circle, dances behind the goal line. A backhand shot whistles through the blue ice. It bounces down to near corner, dug out by Stryker. Will Stryker, the senior, one of 7 for Buffalo here tonight. It's chipped in behind the net of Griffin off the stick of Lieber. Dug out by the Ice Bears with Anderson. The former transfer out of Lindenwood University. Banks the puck near corner to Matt Matty. It rolls behind the net of Shorthouse, and Buffalo controls. The Bulls control near side. Cole Schiffman, the Orland Park, New York native, gets crunched near side at neutral ice. It's rifled down from left to right, down to near corner. Dug out by the Bulls with Lieber. Can he beat the forecheck? He cannot. Turnover in front. A backhand shot off the stick of Chad Lounder. Rolls down the far side. Glove down at the left point by Schumacher. He controls down to left wing half wall. Banks the puck far corner to Josh Bell. Wraps it out in front. A centering pass deflected out in the slot, and it rolls out to neutral ice. Just about 7 minutes gone here in the first period. Nothing on the scoreboard between the Bulls and the Ice Bears. Both teams looking to advance to the second round of the 2019 Division I National Tournament, where they await the third-ranked Adrian College Bulldogs. What a year for the Bulldogs up in Adrian. 30-3 this year.
Josh, we talked about the turnover. We finally got one here on the Buffalo end of the ice. They were fortunate that a goal didn't happen, but the turnovers have been limited so far. Each team doing a really good job. You see the shots on goal are only 3-2, so each team just stressing defense here early on.
He rolls out to the red line. Here come the Ice Bears. 2-on-1 on man rush if they hurry. Here's Salnikov, top of the right circle, centering pass, rolls across the slot. It bounces down the far corner and trickles out to neutral ice. Another chance for Missouri State, just fanning wide. The whistle and the arm up, a delayed offside. Missouri State controls down to near corner. Samuel Hisrote, the lefty defenseman, trying a stretch pass over the words Hunter Cooley. It rolls down as an offside.
And it was the man we talked about in the open. Nikita Salnikov almost set up a nice shot there, a great scoring opportunity, but they just couldn't finish at the net.
The former Texas junior Brahma tied a career high in points scored this season with 55. Faceoff comes to the right of Brady Griffin in net for the Ice Bears, the former Minnesota Flying Aces of the NA3HL. Jacob Cantor gets tossed from the faceoff dot. Ian Kabler takes the draw for Buffalo, but it's pushed forward by the Ice Bears with Cooley. Turnover in the attacking zone. A shot from the left circle off the stick of Bianchi. Deflects off the blocker of Griffin, and here come the Ice Bears. Controlling it near side, Nikita Salnikov digs the puck out the near corner. Rolling in the trapezoid. It's backhanded free by Tanner Woodruff. The puck controlled at the right point. A shot off the stick of Hisrote. Rolls down the far corner, and the Bulls move ahead from right to left. Dangling in the attacking zone, Wesley Austin. Below the left circle, a backhand feed. Nobody home, and it's intercepted by the Ice Bears, and here comes Salnikov in the attacking zone. Below the left goal line, gets pinned to the wall by Will Stryker. Bodies falling down the far goal line, and the puck caroms out to the left point. A wrist shot through a couple bodies, deflects off the stick, and rolls down to near corner. 11.5 to go here in the first period. Shots an even 3 apiece. Ryle Ledyard for the Bulls. Top of the left circle, nudged off the puck, and it bounces out to the red line. Here come the Ice Bears. Drop feed into the high slot. Barrett through a couple defenders. Gloved down and chested down by Shorthouse to halt play.
And a nice save there. These teams are not stopping themselves from hitting one another. Very physical, very fast. They're not wasting any time getting to the boards. The boards are loosening up, and another face-off coming up.
Well, it was a nice job there by Stryker on Salnikov earlier, tying him up in the boards and don't let him get that opportunity to score.
Face-off near side, won by the Ice Bears, but it's pushed forward by Buffalo near side. It rolls down from right to left, delayed offside, and the Ice Bears control. Down to near corner. Dancing past a couple of defenders, Travis Barrett. Cross-ice pass far side, Jordan Barton. The centering pass deflects into the slot and careens down to near corner. Just over 9 minutes gone here in the first period. Turnover in the attacking zone. Shot from the left circle and at the dot off the stick of Zane O'Brien. Bounces off of Shorthouse and into the mesh to stop play.
Boy, you watch Shorthouse in net. His positioning is excellent. If he can see the puck, generally he'll stop it. The only way you're going to get a goal on him is you potentially go one-on-one, going in, or you get a lot of traffic in the net. And so far, Missouri State has not done that.
Face off far side, won by the Ice Bears. Centering pass off the draw. It bounces in front. Paddle aside to the near corner by Shorthouse. It's dug out by the Ice Bears. Down to near side, Alex Rubin, the sophomore, below the left goal line. Plays it out to the circle. It's intercepted by Buffalo. And Alex Bauer whips the puck down to near corner. It's dug out by Missouri State. Off a forecheck in the high slot. Centering pass, a no-look pass off the stick of Michael Lask. It's intercepted down the far corner. A little bit of trickery by UB, but still no score on the board.
Those plays are dangerous because a bouncing puck in front of the net, when you've got traffic like that, you can get a fluke goal like that. It can go right over the stick, and by the time the goalie spots the puck, it's in the net. So getting traffic in front of the net is key.
especially with a couple offenses who can put up numbers without a moment's notice, in a blink of an eye, in a sense.
Well, I like the job Griffin did there. He made sure he fouled the puck. He didn't take any chances with it. If he needed to smother it, he was gonna.
Face off to the left of Griffin. It's won by UB. A skying puck in the slot. Played on one leg by Matt Matty for the Ice Bears. Off a forecheck. The Bulls trying a centering pass, looking for Woodruff. It bounces off a stick and rolls back into the UBD zone. Just over halfway gone in the first period. Still no score between the Bulls and the Ice Bears. Turnover at the red line. Here comes Missouri State. Chad Lounder, top of the left circle, centering pass, whistles over the crossbar. It's picked off near side by UB, and down the far side, Ian Kabler controls at the red line. The Bulls in the attacking zone, nudged off the puck. Patrick Johansson for the Ice Bears. The junior from Sarunda, Sweden, wraps it back into the Buffalo defensive zone. UB moving ahead, Ian Kabler, past the red line, high steps in the attacking zone, at the hash mark, drags on the backhand below the goal line. He wraps it near corner. Pivoting down the far side, Victor McCutcheon trying a centering pass. It's intercepted, and it rolls out to neutral ice. 8 combined shots between both teams with 9 minutes to go here in the first period. The puck bounces off the high glass. It's dug out by Austin Davis. He bangs it down the far corner. It's dug out by the Bulls with Ledyard. Ryle Ledyard, as we touched on a bit earlier, the son of a former NHLer here in Dallas, so a bit of a homecoming as it is. Not too many times you'll see it from a kid who goes to school in Buffalo in the Lone Star State, but this is a different situation. A shot from the left circle off the stick of Saldanoff. Bounces high over the crossbar, down to near corner. A scrum for the puck between a pair of skaters from both sides. Hunter Cooley for the Ice Bears, digging away for the puck. And he comes away with it. Muscles it behind the net. It's pickpocketed by Stryker for the Bulls, and they move it out to the red line.
Every time Buffalo tries to get something going, it's the Missouri State defense that stops them. Just can't break through here in the first period.
You knew that offense was going to be a big thing with this Missouri State team, but not too many people give this defensive back line enough credit, especially with 3 of the 5 seniors playing on the blue line for Jeremy Law's Ice Bears. It rolls down behind the net of Shorthouse to halt play. 7:45 to go here in the first period. We've hit our media timeout. No score between the Ice Bears and the Bulls from the Comerica Center. You're watching the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association National Championships on the ACHA Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA. And the City of Frisco.
.45 to go in the first period. No score between the Bulls and the Ice Bears from Comerica Center in downtown Frisco, Texas. Glad you can join us. Casey Roll with you alongside Justin Delvius and Todd Quarter. Face-off down the far side, won by the Bulls. Motoring in the attacking zone, Cameron Lieber below the goal line gets nudged off the puck by a pair of Ice Bear defenders. It trickles down to near corner, backhanded by Missouri State. But on a turnover, a puck in the slot deflects off a stick. A shot coming off of the stick of Lieber. It rolls out to the red line, still a scoreless game.
Boy, Shipman had a good opportunity there. He wasn't very far out, 10, 12 feet out with a little wrister, but great job by the goaltender from Missouri State, Griffin. Once again, you can see it, you can stop it.
Last fires a shot from the point, deflects wide, and here comes Missouri State. 3-on-2 odd man rush near side. Controlling at the right circle, Bell gets nudged off the puck, and now here comes Buffalo. Motoring in the attacking zone, Austin Pelzelnik. Right hash mark, backhands the puck behind the net to Lask. He centers it out in front, deflects wide, and it's covered up by Griffin. A hectic sequence of events. A possible 3-on-2 odd man rush for the Ice Bears turns into a Bull scoring chance. But we're still scoreless with 6:42 remaining in the first.
You got to give it to Buffalo. They're doing their best trying to get the puck in front of the net, giving themselves chances. It just hasn't worked out yet, but it will drop pretty soon if they keep it up.
Well, speaking of chances, that's the first 3-on-2 we've seen this entire game. So each team is limiting its chances and doing a good job.
Face off near corner, won by the Ice Rays. It's pinned to the near wall by Brian Schumacher. Behind the net of Griffin. Forecheck by the Bulls. Wesley Austin controls at the right point. Wrist shot to a couple bodies, bounces off a stick in a slot and hits up into the mesh to stop play.
Buffalo's doing a pretty good job trying to get traffic in front of the net to try to distract the view of Griffin. Doing a good job of that. The team that continues to do that is going to win the hockey game.
And I don't know if Austin was tripped there or if he dove by his own merit to try to put that puck in, but it was great hustle either way. He led the NECHL in scoring this year.
Off the face-off, one-timer off the stick of Austin. Careens wide blocker side. The puck rolls behind the net. Missouri State controls. 9 combined shots with 6:15 to go here in the first period. Icing is come. Fans, one more ACHA action. Be sure to catch ACHA tonight on achahockey.org immediately following all games in the 2019 ACHA National Tournament from Division I, Division II, and Division III hockey. Be sure to catch ACHA tonight on achahockey.org.
Like the discipline so far this game. Each team staying out of the box and playing good defense.
The Bulls in the attacking zone. The puck caroms off the stick of Tanner Woodruff. A lot of kids from the upstate New York area on this UB team. Woodruff, one of 5 former Rochester Junior Americans, coming off a career high in points and goals with UB this season. Meanwhile, here come the Ice Bears in the attacking zone. Alex Turin whips it behind the net of Shorthouse, digging it free near side for Missouri State. Brian Schumacher plays it to the right point. Turin, the wrist shot, and he scores! Turin through a couple bodies, fired a desperation shot on net, and he beats Shorthouse to put Missouri State on top with 5:39 to go in the first.
Well, he was screened there, Shorthouse, no doubt, and he was screened by his own man, Tyler Bennett. There was a lot of traffic in front of the net that time, and finally, on a good shot up and over the shoulder, there was no chance that Shorthouse had to stop that one.
No
That's
chance.
That's the type of goal that Missouri State's going to need to get.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting you, but no chance. It was great placement, and it led to the first goal for the Ice Bears.
The former St. Louis Junior Blue puts the Ice Bears on top 1-0. On the season, Missouri State 9-1 in their last 10 games this season when scoring first. Obviously, you want to get the first tally in a game, but when you have that much more of an advantage and a comfort zone when scoring first, it's that much more of an impact.
Yeah, well, how about the 2 guys we talked about in the open, Bell and Nikita Salnikov, not being the first guys to push one across for the Ice Bears?
Well, usually in the playoffs, you'll see players that are role players that don't have as good as stats during the season come up big in big games, and the team that gets that, you can win it. That's where you have to have people step up that normally do not.
Skittering puck at neutral ice, rolls behind the net of Griffin. Missouri State controls, leading 1-0 with 4:40 remaining here in the first period from Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas. High stepping in the attacking zone, Nikita Salkinov below this goal line, centering pass on the backhand, rolls underneath the stick of Austin Davis, and here comes Buffalo in the attacking zone. Michael Lask below the left goal line, a wrist shot, deflects wide, and it rolls out to neutral ice and back into the UBD zone. A race for the puck, icing waved off. Salnikov first to the puck, below the goal line, banks it far side. Josh Bell first to it. He meanders past one defender, sachets below the goal line. A centering pass from Salnikov over towards Hunter Sanders, rolls wide. It's pitchforked back behind the net by Chris Brown, and it bounces out into the slot. Buffalo plays it out to neutral ice.
And that was a good fight for the puck. Missouri State now keeping it in, but a great fight for the puck from Salnikov to keep it in and keep the offensive going.
On an aggressive forecheck by the Ice Bears, centering pass off the stick of Bell, hits off the side of the net. Chris Brown controls, centering pass into the slot, bounces wide, kept in at the blue line by Brennan Anderson. Whips it down below the left goal line over to Hunter Cooley. Pins the puck to the end wall. Centering pass far side. It deflects off the end boards and off the left half wall. Michael Lask able to clear it. And it rolls back into the UBD zone as both sides make a line change.
Buffalo on offense. They've got to get Wesley Austin going. He's the leading point getter in the NECHL with 44. Big players need to make big-time plays in big games. Let's see if they can set them up.
Faceoff comes in the attacking zone for the Ice Bears. Jonathan Bratton, one of 5 former St. Louis Junior Blues. Off the faceoff, the puck rolls underneath the stick of Ledyard, but he's able to throw the body on top to stop play.
Boy, that almost trickled in. That was really, really close. Inches away from making it 2-0 there.
A battle of inches, but it still remains 1, and not too many times you'll see those type of goals trickle past Shorthouse.
Well, especially a goalie like Shorthouse, who rarely makes a lot of mistakes. That would have been a critical one.
Off the tie-up, it's pinned to the far corner by the Bulls. Off a forecheck by the Ice Bears. Zane O'Brien trying a backhanded centering feed. It's intercepted down the far wall. High stepping in the attacking zone, Michael Last. And now we get a whistle from the official, John Linder. And we're going to get a slashing call.
First penalty of the game. Let's see if they can take advantage for the power play. I mean, these are the types of penalties and mistakes that teams make that can really hurt them in the long run. This is a good opportunity for a 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. With 3:03 to go in the first period, 1-0. Missouri State over Buffalo.
Jordan Bratton, the 21-year-old, sitting in the box for the Ice Bears, and the vaunted power play unit for UB is on the ice.
You have a chance to tie it up here.
At the blue line, a shot through a couple bodies off the stick of Bianchi. Deflects wide, and they score! A redirect off the stick of Bianchi. Ryo Ledyard was at the doorstep, and we're tied at 1.
Nothing Griffin could do about that. When you got that deflection and you have traffic in front of the net, not too many goalies are going to stop that. There's nothing Griffin could do.
And we were just about to say how good the Bulls were on the power play. Before we could even get it out there on the airwaves, they score a goal.
They beat you to it.
They beat me to it.
You know how long that took? 7 seconds. 7 seconds, and they tied it up and won.
So in a span of 5 minutes, we go from a scoreless contest to tied up at 1 with just under 3 minutes to go in the opening 20.
In the first game, the game that took place prior to this one, 1-1 score after 1. So kind of similar goings on here in the first period.
A little more open chances, though, in that first game. This has really been a tightly contested defensive battle thus far. Low shots on goal, teams not taking a lot of chances. We'll see if they try to open it up and take a little more chances as this game goes along.
Momentary stoppage in play. Jeremy Law talking with the officiating crew, possibly trying to make an argument about goaltender interference, none made, and it still remains 1-1.
Assisted by number 18, Jacob Cantor at 17:07.
So the goal goes to Ledyard, and the puck bounces out of play. Fans, be sure to join us for our first intermission report. Brett Luthner, Andrew Shapiro, and John Peterson recapping all the action from the first 20 minutes of our game and the earlier game, RMU and UNLV. Be sure to catch our ACHA National Championships first period intermission report. I'll tell you what, if you didn't catch that first game, RMU gave UNLV a run for their money for a team that not too many people saw making a run today.
A team that was a low seed, they got into the tournament not heavily favored. And that game went the distance. It was a game all throughout.
Alex Turin for the Ice Bears. Pins the puck to the end wall. It's poked free. And off a forecheck, the Bulls able to move it ahead in the attacking zone. A huge hit at center ice, sending Michael Last to his knees. No penalty called. Meanwhile, Matt Matty in the attacking zone, right circle. Whips the puck to Turin. Banks it behind the net of Shorthouse. Turin gets it back. Dances below the right goal line. Sachets past one defender. Can't get past the second. It rolls up the right half wall. It's intercepted by the Bulls. They glide ahead, and it's 1-1 tie. 2 minutes to go. Cole Schiffman below the right circle. A backhand shot. Hits up over the glass and into the mesh to halt play. So UNLV, the first ticket punched this season in the ACHA Division I National Championships. They take on the Ohio Bobcats tomorrow at 10 a.m.
The captain tied it up there for Buffalo. Lenyard, we talked about whether he'd have a good homecoming. He's off to a great start right now.
Under 2 minutes to go. Off the face-off, the Bulls control. Dancing past the defender, Ian Cagle. Ferrari's in the slot. Backhands it below the left goal line, Tanner Woodruff. Dances up the high wall. It's pickpocketed by the Ice Bears, and controlling near side, Hunter Saunders. He gets the puck jab free at the red line. Pitchforked up at the high glass by Chris Brown for Missouri State. A skittering puck at the red line controlled by the Bulls. It's smacked in behind the net of Griffin by Kyle Wilk. And Missouri State controls. 80 seconds to go here in the first period, tied at 1. Skittering puck in the slot, bounces up and off a face mask. The Bulls control in the attacking zone. Kubler bangs it behind the net of Griffin. Line change made by the Bulls and by the Ice Bulls and the Bears. He rolls down the near side, bounces out to the red line. A minute to go in the first period. Missouri State galloping ahead from left to right near side. Brown controls at the right point, dances up the high glass, centering pass, one-timer off the stick of Hunter Cooley, deflects off a pad. It rolls out past the blue line. Another solid scoring chance by Missouri State, but we remain 1-1. The captain for the Ice Bears, Brendan Anderson, top of the left circle. One hands the puck behind the net of Shorthouse. It rolls in front, but it's banked off the far wall. It skitters behind the net of Griffin, and we get a whistle to halt play.
Good job there by Missouri State pinching Buffalo in and almost got them to turn it over and had a chance and an opportunity there. I notice they're moving in a little bit more, trying to pinch them in and see if they can make a mistake off the boards and get one past Shorthouse.
Bratton wins the faceoff for the Ice Bears. A shot in front, takes a deflection in the slot. Just skitters past the glove side of Shorthouse. It bounces down to near corner. A scrum for the puck near side, won by Missouri State. Patrick Johansson, right circle. Rolling puck at the dot, settled back down by Missouri State. Off the stick of Zane O'Brien. 2 seconds to go. Puck at the red line. A last-second ditch shot by Victor McCutcheon is turned aside. And after 20 minutes, we're knotted up at 1 between Buffalo and Missouri State.
Shot 7-6. Great first period. A great answer from Buffalo after that first goal by Missouri State. Missouri State had more chances after they were up 1-0, and it could have been 2-0, but Buffalo responded with a great offensive effort, and it's knotted up at 1 headed to the second period.
And Todd, Missouri State, as we mentioned, 9-1 in their last 10 games in scoring first. How big was that goal to answer their score?
Well, it's only big if you win, honestly. Buffalo tied it up and won, and you can throw that stat out the window right now because we've got a 1-1 hockey game going into the second period. I like the play there by Victor McCutcheon. At the end of the period, he took no chances, got it out of there, and he gave himself an opportunity to shoot the puck, but it was past the siren to end the period.
Well, after the first period, we're knotted up at 1. The goal scored by Missouri State, Alex Turin. The goal for Buffalo, the captain, Ryle Ledyard. And his team-leading 15th power play goal of the season has us knotted up at 1. We'll step aside when we return. We'll send it to our first intermission report with Brett Luthner, Andrew Shapiro, and John Peterson. You're watching the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association National Championships on the ACHA Network.
know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy! Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. Here you go. Skate. Skate. Pass it. You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck. Come on.
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like it even more than birthday cake.
Andrew Shapiro and John
Buffalo,
Peterson.
They had some really good chances there at the end of the first period, and they were able to put one home. So I think that was really the start of it all.
JP, we've seen some, in both games that we've had today, we've seen a slow start to the games in terms of, almost sounded like a filling out process. Would you agree?
Yeah, a filling out process, it definitely is, because you have teams that aren't really familiar with each other in this position, and they really don't want to make a mistake early. So you want to make sure that you're out there watching what the other team's doing, reacting, not trying to force too much of the play, but you want to make sure that you're out there matching each other, as they say, punch for punch, because you can compare it to a title fight where both guys are out there trying to get that first punch in there. But you look at a game like this with these two teams, not unexpected.
Turin for Missouri State. Ledgerd responded to coaches on the former NHL too. Grant Ledgerd, an assistant coach on Buffalo, he gets the response for Buffalo. And so 1-1 after the first period of play. And really, when you got the experience that both of these teams have, and in getting here, obviously you got NHL experience on the Buffalo side, and you've had prior national championship experience from Missouri State. Are those experiences helping out in this game so far?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you have a team that's been here before, like Missouri State. They're perennial national championship contenders. Buffalo, it may be their first time to the dance in a while, but like you said, with coaching staff that has NHL experience, there's guys that know how to play in a big spot.
Right, so 1-1 after one period of play. Quick timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look back at Game 1 and we'll get ready for Game 2. This is the 2019 ACHA National Championships.
There are a few things that come along that change the course of history. Inventions or developments that reshape society. They usually aren't appreciated at first. In fact, they're often scoffed at. What good will that be?
Hello? Hi.
Surely that can't be practical.
She loves to see you.
But then, slowly, over time, the greatness of these achievements become manifest.
Hi!
Until one day, you ask yourself how you ever lived without them. That's the nature of turning points. They bring us to new roads and new heights. They open doors we never thought possible. So it's important that we go forward together.
I'm here with Gina.
That our growth might not just benefit the great, but the good also. In small ways, and in grand ones.
Dad. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little.
At Wilson Electronics, we push every day to amplify the power of communication, to connect those who love and those who cannot live without it.
Back here in Frisco, the 2019 ACHA National Championships, Men's Division I, we're 1-1 after the first period here in our second game, Missouri State and Buffalo. Earlier today, we had ourselves a game between UNLV and Robert Morris of Pennsylvania, which was a really close game, guys. 4-3, UNLV gets the win, but for a 13-20 game, that was a nail-biter all the way through. JP, we start with you.
Yeah, it was. Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say, go ahead.
I was going to say it was a nail biter. Robert Morris came out with a fury. They came out like they really wanted to win this game, and they put a lot of pressure on UNLV, not letting them out of their zone. And it was for a good 13 minutes where you thought that's the way the whole first period was going to go, and it didn't turn out that way, though.
Yeah, no, it didn't. I mean, it ended up. Got a late goal from Robert Morris, made 4-3. Almost had a chance there late in the game to tie it up, with a wide open shot in the slot, just missed wide. But Andrew, it was definitely a test for the Rebels.
Absolutely. I mean, Robert Morris gave them all they could handle as a 20 seed, and I've always said that there's nobody more dangerous to play than a team with nothing to lose. And Robert Morris, they came in as the final team into the tournament, basically. So they're playing with house money just to be here. And, I mean, they gave UNLV all they could handle, and they had a great forecheck in the first period. They actually scored the opening goal and really controlled the first period until UNLV kind of scored back and was like, all right, guys, we're really here to play.
It ended up being a real good game and throughout it all. And it was also a physical game between two sides. A lot of checking, a lot of body contact, a little bit of rough stuff going on there. But now UNLV gets to turn it around and get going again tomorrow. So playing this early game going tomorrow, how are we looking at it?
Yeah, congratulations, UNLV. You now get to play number 4 Ohio. And it's going to be a tough test, UNLV, to come back after this one. They took a lot out of them to win this game because it was, like you mentioned, it was very physical. And, they're going to have a big effort tomorrow to beat Ohio.
Now, that's a rematch of last year where UNLV and Ohio faced off. Ohio won that game in overtime last year, and so they'll go back at it again this year. Quickly, before we get going for the second period, Shapiro, what are you looking at?
Well, I'm looking at a really great matchup here for this game that we're looking at right here. I mean, Buffalo coming in as a 19 is really they're giving Missouri State all they can handle too. And Missouri State, I mean, they seem to do a good job of controlling that Buffalo forecheck. It's something that they're going to have to continue.
We'll keep talking about that in just a moment because we still got a few minutes to go before we get back to action. So when we come back, we will give you our second period insight to all this. Our score again after one, it's 1-1 between Buffalo and Missouri State. This is the 2019 ACHA National Championships right here from Comerica Center in Frisco. here at Comerica Center, getting ready for the start of the second period. Quick thoughts. Shapiro, go over yours again.
All right, yeah, so, I mean, Buffalo's coming in here as a 19 seed. They're really giving Missouri State all they can handle. And Missouri's doing a really good job of keeping that Buffalo forecheck under pressure. I'm interested to see how Missouri State responds after that controversial goal that really they thought shouldn't have counted.
JP.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to step up out there and open this ice up. It's either going to be by making sure that the breakout gets on target right away and trying to get up ice really fast.
It'd be interesting to see because obviously whoever wins this game going on to play again tomorrow with the quick turnaround. But something that to look at maybe the goaltending in this game. Has anything for the goaltending in this first period really come out to you guys?
I mean, both goalies have been not really tested as heavily. His shot's only 7-6 after the first. So I'm interested to see how the goalies do when they face more pressure.
All right, well, time for us to wrap it up. We're going to send it over. Casey, Justin, Todd, it's your call here for the second period. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Back inside Comerica Center in downtown Frisco. 1-1 our score between the University of Buffalo Bulls and the Missouri State Ice Bears. Day number 1 of the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association National Championships at the D1 classification. Casey Roll with you alongside Justin Delvelis and Todd Quarter, reminding you to catch up on everything with the American Collegiate Hockey Association with ACHA tonight, streaming live on our page, achahockey.org, immediately following the conclusion of every game during this 10-day span, ranging from the 21st to the 31st. You can catch all the action in the American Collegiate Hockey Association at achahockey.org on ACHA tonight. 1-1 our score. Guys, what were your thoughts in the first 20?
Well, each goal was set up by was won on the face-off. Missouri State made it 1-0. Got traffic in front of the net. Perfect shot over the shoulder of Shorthouse. Then the second goal was a power play goal for Buffalo. Scored by, Ledyard, and he on a redeflection on a power play, and that tied it up at 1.
Yeah,
so that's what's gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to get traffic in front of the net, redirection, reflections, and that's how you're gonna beat each goalie because each goalie's on his game so far.
Yeah, this game's really just begun, I think. I think the first period showed how physical both teams are, how fast each team can skate, how willing they are to get the puck in front of the net. And I expect the same thing, if not more, in the second and third period. So this is going to be a big period here. The second period, see how many goals get scored, see how many scoring chances we have from both sides. And it's getting me riled up here in the booth seeing these guys skate around and hit each other up along the boards.
Well, on the scoreboard, it's only a 13 combined shot first period, but the forecheck was a big story in the first 20 minutes. How do you maintain that pressure in the final 40?
Well, I think you got to continue doing what you're doing, stay with discipline, especially on the defensive side, and be able to keep putting pressure, but at the same time, don't let the puck get behind you.
Shots on goal, 7-6 in favor of the Ice Bears in the first 20 minutes. Face-off at center ice. It's won by Buffalo. The puck skittering at the red line. It's tapped down off the glove of Ryle Ledyard, the goal scorer tonight for the Bills. It rolls on net. It's stick free by Ian Shorthouse out at neutral ice and back into the UB defensive zone. On the season, when tied after the first 20 minutes, Buffalo is 14-10. A shot from the near goal line. It deflects wide. Buffalo still with it. Left point, a shot off the stick of Ledyard. Deflects in the slot. It rolls down the length of the ice. Race for the puck. It's won by the Ice Bears. Nikita Salnikov below the left goal line. Centering pass in the slot. Rolls underneath the skates of Bell. It bounces down the far goal line, and it's pickpocketed by the Bulls. Immediately out of the gate, the Ice Bears with a quality scoring chance.
It's a good job, though, by Woodruff to get his skate and tie up the Missouri State player along the boards to prevent a potential pass out in front of the net.
The Bulls control in the defensive zone. Tanner Woodruff, the sophomore defenseman out of Webster, New York, stretches a pass down the far side over towards Wesley Austin, the NECHL leader in points this season. Turned over at the red line. Here come the Ice Bears. Zane O'Brien centering pass into the high slot, deflects off a stick. Skying puck kept in at the blue line. Shot in the high slot by Anderson, gloved down by Shorthouse to stop play. The former Buffalo star of the EMJHL a career best in goals against and save percentage this season. The senior netminder out of East Amherst, New York, looking to keep his season alive and his final campaign, possibly looking to take on Adrian College tomorrow afternoon. Off the tie-up, another stoppage in play. Shorthouse gloves it down.
You know, we talked about Woodruff a few minutes ago. You know, he's last year's Rookie of the Year in this league. And, you know, not too many rookies make those little plays like that to make a big difference in a hockey game.
Face-off won by the Bulls in the defensive zone. It's chipped off the high glass by Kabler. A rolling puck at neutral ice. The Bulls still control far corner. Jeremy Kirsten in his 6th season as the head coach in Buffalo. 7 seniors this year, which is the second most he's ever had. Turnover in the attacking zone for the Ice Bears. A skying puck batted down in the mid slot by Tyler Bennett. It caroms down to the near goal line and now out to the blue line. It's chipped back in behind the net of Shorthouse. A quick line change made by the Ice Bears.
And you said the 7 seniors for Buffalo, a pretty veteran team. I think they have a pretty good equation as far as this tournament goes and whether or not they can win. They got a good goaltender, they got a veteran team, and they can score.
Slap shot off the stick of Patrick Johansson. The puck rolls free, and they score! Johansson blasted a shot from the far circle. It bounced off the pad. And the Ice Bears retake the lead on Alex Rubin's 9th goal of the season.
Good job by Missouri State there, forcing the turnover, getting the 2-on-1. Very, very aggressive on the play. Caught Buffalo lead-footed there, made a mistake, and they made it 2-1.
A deflection that bounced against Ian Shortridge. Shorthouse, something you won't see every day, has put Missouri State on top 2-1. The puck rolls behind the net far side. On a forecheck, the Ice Bears bank it behind the net. Buffalo controls near corner. Austin Bianchi can't clear the zone. It bounces behind the net. Forecheck by Missouri State, but the Bulls control Bianchi.
This has been an excellent job here by Missouri State since the start of the second period. They have taken it to Buffalo, and they have dominated almost the first 3 minutes of the second period.
The shots on goal were 7-6 when we started the second. It is 3-0 with 3 minutes gone here in the second period. The Bulls trailing 2-1. Big hit at center ice. Austin Bianchi goes trailing down to the ice. A scrum away from the puck. No penalty called. And Missouri State clears the defensive zone, but now we're going to get a penalty away from the puck. It's going to go on Missouri State. Shorthouse to the bench. 6-on-5 hockey for the Bulls. Some shoving away from the puck. And so, unless a goal scored, Buffalo will head on the power play for the second time tonight. A deke and a rolling puck far side. It's touched up by the Ice Bears with Cooley. And for the second time today, Buffalo to the power play.
Well, Buffalo, they have the second best power play in the NECHL this season at 26.4%. Let's see if they can tie it up here.
The first penalty was a slash, and now it is called as a cross-check. The Bulls this season had 5 multi-goal power play games. They look for number 6 in the first round of the ACHA National Championships.
Let's see if Richard Ledyard can go ahead and put his second goal in the ball in this hockey game. See if he can tie it up. He got the first one.
15 power play goals, leads the Bulls and is top 5 in the NECHL. A rolling puck behind the net of Griffin. It bounces down to left goal line. Power play unit on the ice for the Bulls. It rolls out to the blue line and bounces out to neutral ice. And it forces Buffalo to recollect.
Yeah, you hate to see that from Buffalo. Just tried to keep it in, just missed it by an inch.
That's a tough break. There's no doubt about it, because now look what happened. It led to this. Listen to the puck coming down the ice, and we'll have to restart it again.
Alex Turin, the former St. Louis Junior Blue and one of 2 goal scorers tonight for the Ice Bears, is in the box. It's wrapped behind the net of Griffin. First to the puck for the Bulls, Wesley Austin. Below the left goal line, fakes a centering pass, holds on the backhand below the right circle, careens up to the hash mark, holds right point. Cross-ice pass to the alternate. And Tanner Woodruff fakes a shot, plays it straight away. Back to Woodruff, fakes a wrist shot, He plays it below the left goal line. Centering pass out in front. It bounces to Woodruff in the slot. A wrist shot catches the glass over the crossbar. It caroms to the far corner. Austin pitches out of the corner. Slides it to Woodruff. Banks it to the right point back to Woodruff. Cross-ice pass far side to Austin. Fakes a shot. Straight away Woodruff. Slaps it near side. Wesley Austin. A wrist shot catches the high glass. And it caroms down the far corner. The Bulls still control. 40 seconds to go on the power play. 1-for-1 tonight. A shot off the stick of Woodruff. Caroms off a couple of bodies. Back and forth passing. Woodruff straight away at the ACHA logo. Fakes a shot. Holds it right side. A wrister off the stick of Austin. Caroms off a couple sticks. It rolls back to Woodruff straight away. He skips it to Austin. Below the left goal line. A wrist shot. Sails through the crease. And it rolls out to neutral ice.
Good pressure by Buffalo. They just didn't really get a good scoring opportunity there. And during that sequence, the shots they did have, they were wide of the net. You've got to put them on net to have any chance of scoring.
That'll do it for the power play. Buffalo 1 for 2 this afternoon. The puck bounces off the midboards and it rolls behind the net of Griffin to stop play.
So you missed an opportunity if you're Buffalo there, but they did pretty much everything right except, like you said, Todd, putting it on the net. But they were there. They had it on in their offensive zone the whole power play pretty much. So the way you teach it, that's great. Just need better shots next time.
How discouraging is that to have that many chances without getting one on goal?
I mean, they were basically playing target practice for 90 seconds.
Well, I don't think it's that discouraging at all because it shows you can put pressure on them. And if you get an opportunity again, you can the next time cash in.
Michael Lask at the right hash mark, centering pass, faking a one-timer that time. Austin Bianchi, the puck still rolls free. It clashes off the backhand of Austin Penzak, but the Bulls still control far side.
Buffalo turning it around here in the last last 3 minutes or so, thanks to the power play that they're going right where they left off, putting the pressure on Missouri State.
Cooley digs it out of the near corner for the Ice Bears. It's chipped free on a forecheck by the Bulls. William Schaefer behind the goal line, stretches it down the far corner. It's pickpocketed by Missouri State, and they move ahead past the red line. It's jammed behind the near side in the Buffalo D zone. 10 shots to 7 in favor of Missouri State. 13-15 remaining here in the second period. Schumacher for the Ice Bears, guns it down from right to left. It's called as an icing.
It's been a tale of 2 periods thus far. Missouri State came out, dominated the first 4 or 5 minutes of this second period, in Buffalo, thanks to the power play opportunity, even though they didn't cash in on it, they've dominated for the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Sounds like one of those really weird pendulums you saw in elementary school back. I can't even remember how long that's been for me, and I'm only 20, so I can only speak for the two of you.
Well, I'm not even revealing my age on air. You can forget it.
Down the far side, a shot off the stick of Nikita Salkinov deflects in the crease. It's kept in by Schumacher below the left goal line. Pitches it toward Hunter Saunders. A centering pass deflects out in front. It deflects off the paddle of Shorthouse. But Missouri State still controls. Centering pass far side deflects off the right point. And Patrick Johansson retrieves and collects.
I expect the hitting to increase in this game. It really has not this period. I saw more hitting in the first period.
Schumacher gets bumped down the far half wall as he tried to motor below the goal line. It's stolen away by Tanner Woodruff. He glides down, takes a huge shot near side, and we get a whistle and a stoppage in play.
Well, it looked like when he ran into the wall, the door
opened. Yes, the door opened. That's why they had to stop play. So a little housekeeping there. We'll go ahead and get started here momentarily.
Hit the board and then just go flying out off the rink.
It happens.
I mean, sometimes when you see a guy falling down to the ice and a stoppage in play, you sometimes assume a legal hit. A check from behind, but in this case, he just smashed the boards too hard. He opened the doors.
Yeah, you would assume they would call the penalty there once they stopped it, but it was a clean hit.
A turning shot off the stick of Ledyard, skittles wide glove side. Rolling puck in the Missouri State defensive zone, corralled by Nikita Salkinov. In the attacking zone, he crosses it far side. A wrist shot deflects wide. Salkinov, a backhand chance. It skitters off his stick. It's still a 2-1 lead in favor of Missouri State. A shot straight away. Whistles wide, glove side. It's taken away by Buffalo. It's skied out to the red line. Batted back in on the back end by Salkinov as he skates angrily to the bench. He knew he missed a chance.
Oh, the game of inches there. Buffalo was about 2 inches from going down 2 goals right there. Salnikov with a great chance. It just literally just missed.
Shorthouse's body was on the other side of the net. Like you said, if he'd have got the puck on his stick cleanly, he would have blew it by him. No chance.
In the attacking zone, a shot off the stick of Austin, gloved down by Griffin to stop play. We talk about Ian Shorthouse being one of the top goaltenders in the division and the conference, but guys, Brady Griffin has played a phenomenal game so far.
He's played a great game so far. The only goal they scored on him was a deflection on the power play. So he's done his job. I love that pass down to Shuck in the neutral zone to start that play, to start that 2-on-1, to get that breakaway. They just missed the opportunity.
The Bulls win the face-off far circle. It's wrapped behind the net of Griffin. Bauer whiffs on a possible centering pass. He skips it to the right point to the lefty, Michael Napier. He skies it off the low wall. Scrum for the puck near side. It rims down the far boards. It's slapped down by Matt Matty for the Ice Bears, but it rolls down the near corner in the Buffalo attacking zone. On a forecheck, the Bulls control. In the slot, a backhand shot off the stick of Michael Last. Trickles wide, stick side. And the Ice Bears play it from right to left. Stick the side by Shorthouse.
And I'm not sure if that last scoring chance that Missouri State had, I'm not sure if it was Salnikov missing it or if it's just the way the puck bounced that had him missed by an inch or two. But either way, it was a golden opportunity for the Ice Bears. They just couldn't cash in.
William Schaefer pivots below the left goal line, trying a centering pass over towards Kyle Wilk. It deflects wide, and Missouri State moves ahead from right to left. It's chipped in by Matt Matty behind the net of Shorthouse. First to the puck for the Bulls, Will Stryker. Down the far side, forecheck by the Ice Bears. The Bulls motor it out to neutral ice. Just over half the period gone. 2-1 our score. The Bears on top of the Bulls here in the second. 2-1. Left point, a shot from Austin, deflects off the body of his own teammate Lieber. It rolls out to neutral ice, and here come the Ice Bears. 2-on-2. It's Zane O'Brien. He plays it back over towards Bell. O'Brien can't keep it on a backhand. It skitters down the far goal line. 4-man scrum for the puck below the far side. It's taken away by O'Brien. Holds at the left hash mark. Centering pass near side to Schumacher. Left circle across ice feed. Intercepted by the Bulls with Schaefer. The forecheck on by Missouri State. They control it near side. Travis Barrett gets crunched by a pair of Bull defenders, and it's finally muscled out to the defensive zone for Missouri State. Line change made by the Bulls. Schumacher nudged off the puck. He gets it back below the left goal line. Circles down the far wall. One hands it to Austin Davis. Now Chad Lounder below the right circle. Nudged off by Schaefer. But another turnover. The Bears have it. High slot. Davis holds at the left circle. Trying to feed it in front. It deflects off a stick. And it caroms out to the red line. 19 combined shots with 8.5 minutes to go here in the second period. The Ice Bears lead it 2-1. And now we get another whistle and a penalty near side. And so with 8:23 to go here in the second period, a chance for the Ice Bears to possibly extend the game on a charging call.
Not what the doctor ordered for Buffalo as Keebler heads to the box. Not the right moment in time where you got to defend here against the power play. 8:23 to go, down a goal. This could be big. This could be game-changing.
Bell in the high slot. Wrist shot deflects off a stick in front. It's clubbed off the high glass and out to the red line. Keebler, the sophomore from Ontario, New York. A season low in penalty minutes this season. He sits for 2. And the Ice Bears have a chance to possibly double up on their lead with the man advantage. It rolls behind it of Shorthouse. And it's gunned down from left to right by Tanner Woodruff. Missouri State 1 for 1 on the power play. The Bulls 1 for 2. A pair of top 3 power play units in their respective conferences doing battle here this afternoon in Frisco. In the high slot, Chris Brown holds on the backhand shot. Chest save made by Shorthouse to stop play.
Well, a lack of discipline there on the Buffalo defense there. They let him right inside in the slot on the backhander, but fortunately for Buffalo, Shorthouse saw the backhander clearly.
Nobody screening the net, and so the NECHL first-teamer as a goalie easily able to make the save. Face-off one far side, near side by the Ice Bears. Playing it to the left point, Josh Bell straight away. Motors down the far corner. He smacks it below the right goal line. Hunter Cooley centering pass near side, looking for Nikita Salkinov. It rolls underneath the stick. Cross-ice pass far side. One-timer by Bell. It's chested down by Shorthouse for another stoppage in play.
Well, if you're Bell there, you did everything you needed to do. You put a shot right on goal and see what happens. But Shorthouse was up to the task to stop it.
56 seconds to go in the Missouri State power play.
Boy, I tell you what, each team way below its average for shots on goal a game. I mean, Buffalo only has 8. Unbelievable.
Schumacher controls left point, cradles the puck with his lefty hockey stick. Cross-ice pass as the Ice Bears work it around the far side. Straight away, Alex Rubin plays it to Johansson, below the right goal line. Cradles at the hash mark, drop feed to the near side, cross-ice pass. Schumacher a shot, deflects off the side of the net. It's smacked down to near corner by the Bulls with Bianchi. The puck still controlled by the Ice Bears.
Great passing from the Ice Bears. They set themselves up perfectly for that one. It just didn't work out, and they still have it.
Schumacher below the left goal line looking to center it to the near corner for Johansson. It rolls down. Line change made by the Bulls.
Trying to get Buffalo sleeping on that line change. Good job by the Bulls to get back. In good defense there to prevent a breakaway.
O'Brien, a centering pass into the high slot. Cross-ice pass behind the net. And behind the legs, it rolls wide glove side. That'll do it for the power play. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. O'Brien, a shot in the high slot. Glove down to the butterfly by Shorthouse to stop play.
And there's not a better way to end that power play with another Shorthouse glove save. 3 saves on that power play. Anytime you're down a man, that's the guy you want in between the pipes for your team.
Missouri State, they did all they could in that sequence. They pinched him in, had good positioning, real good passing back and forth. Great job.
6:20 to go here in the second period. 2-1 our score. The Bears on top of the Bulls as we step aside from Comerica Center. You're watching the 2019 ACHA National Championships on the ACHA Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron Championship Rings, proud sponsor and championship ring provider for the ACHA. Warrior Sports, the preferred stick supplier of the ACHA. The Dallas Stars. For tickets and more information, visit dallasstars.com. And Southwest Airlines, the official event airline partner of the 2019 ACHA National Championships.
American Collegiate Hockey Association National Championships. The puck rolls out to the red line off the opening faceoff from break. The Bulls control it near side. Jacob Cantor, one of 7 seniors playing for Jeremy Kirsten and his Buffalo program. Lost the puck at the red line. It's intercepted by the Bulls. A shot from neutral ice by Alex Turin. Gloved down by Shorthouse to stop play. Fans, be sure to join us for our second period intermission report. Brett Luthner, Andrew Shapiro, and John Peterson. We'll have the breakdowns and action recap and analysis through our first 40 minutes. All coming up on our second period ACHA hockey intermission report right here on the ACHA network. Face-off won by the Ice Bears. They play it back to the right side. Nikita plays it into the high slot. It's intercepted. He tried to feed Derek Smith. It bounces back into the Missouri State defensive zone. Here comes UB. William Schaffner in the high slot. Drop feed over towards Kyle Wilk. It's pickpocketed free. And now here come the Ice Bears. Possible 3-on-2 odd man rush. Near side, Alex Rubin looking to center it to Bell. It bounces off his stick. And Karam's down the far side. The centering pass to flex wide. A rebound out front by Rubin. Still out in front. Karam's down in the near corner. It's kept it at the blue line. And now rolls underneath the stick of Smith and back into the Missouri State defensive zone.
Oh, and what a scrum in front of the net. I thought for sure that puck was going to find its way into the net.
The Shorthouse did a terrific job keeping it away from him just far enough to be able to, to stop it and keep it from going in the net. He did a great job. His positioning was perfect.
Tough forecheck on by Buffalo. Missouri State breaks it far side. High stepping in the attacking zone, Chad Loudner. He gets stick free by Tanner Woodruff. Rolling puck far side, kept in by the Ice Bears. One-handed down the far side. Chad Loudner has it jabbed free, and it rolls back behind the net of Shorthouse. Shots on goal, 14-8 in favor of the Ice Bears over the Bulls. Galloping down the far side, Austin Bianchi. Stretch pass near side, the flex off a stick. Alex Bauer first to it for the Bulls. It's pickpocketed by the captain, Brennan Anderson, for Missouri State. Rolling puck at neutral ice, slapped into the attacking zone for the Ice Bears. Chad Loudner, below the left goal line, centering pass to flex off a stick. It caroms down the far side. Brown at the right point. Deflects off a skate. It rolls in front. Here's a shot by Rubin. It sticks free and they score! A second chance opportunity for Missouri State. Puts them up 3-1.
Kept putting the pressure, and finally Buffalo made a mistake, and Missouri State made them pay. Got a couple of shots, and that's what you got to do to a goalie like Shorthouse. Keep peppering them until you get it by him.
And he stopped the first one, because you said it was a second chance. He stopped the first chance, and then the second one almost caught him by surprise. And it's 3-1 here.
The goal scored by Austin Davis, the 23-year-old former Texas Junior Brahma, has put Missouri State in a commanding lead with under 4 minutes to go in the second period. In the attacking zone for UB, the puck does not cross the goal line, and now we get some shoving going on in front, out in front of Griffin. The officiating crew breaking it up before anything else escalates. And Todd, we were talking earlier today in the RMU game, escalations and tensions can rise when stuff doesn't go your way.
Well, the officials did a great job. The linesman right in there, broke it up immediately. So, any extracurricular activity before any extracurricular activity happens.
No penalties. We remain 5-on-5 hockey with the puck in the Missouri State defensive zone. It's the alternate, Josh Bell, taking a face-off for the Ice Rays against Victor McCutcheon. And now we get a conference by the officiating crew. The two officials near side, Logan Gruhl and John Lidner, coming down into the official scores table. So a quick stoppage in play.
And we just played the replay for the viewers at home on the screen. How about Davis on that last goal, staying with it? Right, he takes one shot, deflects, it doesn't work out, but he doesn't quit. He gets his own rebound and fires up another shot, and it happens to go in. Great job by him to stick with it.
Second chances and deflections and getting traffic in the net, in front of the net, that's how you beat a goalie like Shorthouse. And Missouri State has done a better job of that than Buffalo has today. I mean, Buffalo has, 8-9 shots on goal, and looks like, what do they call here?
So they were reviewing whether or not the puck had crossed the goal line. That was the one question that was unanswered by the UB bench. We knew that the puck was on net, and Griffin had to make a save. So no goal is the call on the ice. It remains 3-1 in favor of Missouri State. Off the face-off, controlling near side, Victor McCutcheon. Centering pass rolls across the blue ice. And now Missouri State pushes forward with pace. Backhand feed far side. Hunter Cooley has it pickpocketed at the red line. Bell for the Ice Bulls, intercepted. And now here's Ryo Ledyard. Below the left circle, and now we're going to get a delayed penalty. It's gloved down by Griffin, but just what Buffalo needs, a chance to cut into this lead on the power play.
And I was just about to say, Buffalo needs a goal before the second period ends. They're going to get a power play here. Great shot to get that goal that you need headed into the third period. There's 3:29 to go in the second.
Hooking is the call. And so Buffalo's second-ranked power play in the NECHL heads to work. 1 for 2 this afternoon on the man advantage. Off the scrum for the tie-up, it's won by the Ice Bears, but they can't clear the zone. Holding left point, Will Stryker. Cross-ice pass near side, Ian Cabler. Straight away to Stryker. Slaps the puck to the left circle, Austin Bianchi. Stryker and Bianchi playing catch. It's rotated near side, Cabler. Plays it straight away. Faking a shot. He slides it back to Bianchi. Holds at the left circle. Straight away, high slot over towards Cabler. He fires a shot in front. It caroms off a stick and bounces behind the goal line.
Good job there by Saunders getting the puck away from the net and at least putting it behind the net for an easy opportunity there for Buffalo.
Cabler right circle, plays it straight away over the Striker. He fakes a slap shot and smacks it over towards Bianchi. Straight away to Cabler. Holds at the right circle. He banks it behind the net of Griffin. It rolls down the far side, and it's gunned down from right to left off the stick of Anderson. Nothing going on the Buffalo power play that time.
Good job there by the captain. Just go ahead and make a simple play and simply just clear it down the ice. Don't try to, hold the puck and give Buffalo a chance to take it from you.
50 seconds on the Buffalo power play. Wesley Austin wheels in the attacking zone, drops it off the Striker below the left goal line, plays it straight away to Woodruff. He fakes a shot, smacks it below the left goal line. It bounces off the stick of Ledyard and caroms down the far circle. Straight away to Woodruff, fakes a shot, smacks it far side to Kyle Wilk. Back to Woodruff, a centering pass out in front. It bounces off the pad. It's kept in at the blue line. 20 seconds on the power play. It's jabbed down the far side by Anderson, but the Bulls keep it back.
Great job by the rookie there to keep it in.
Down to left circle, it's Wesley Austin. It caroms off the stick of Woodruff, and it rolls out to the red line.
Just as I say that, it goes off his stick, and he gets a bad break.
No official shots on net on the power play, just about to expire. Here's one off the stick of Austin, chested away by Griffin, and it caroms out to the red line. 1 for 3 on the power play are the Bulls. A shot near corner by Bianchi, stick the side and the butterfly by Griffin. It caroms down the far corner. The Ice Bulls motor it out to neutral ice. Alex Turin glides down to near corner. Holds on the backhand below the left goal line, trying a centering pass. He gets bumped into the boards. No penalty called. A scrum for the puck behind the net. It's won by the Bulls. Tanner Woodruff. Shots on goal 15-11 in favor of Missouri State. The puck rims down the far wall at neutral ice. It's fished out by Buffalo. 42 seconds remaining here in the second period. The puck is skied behind the net of Griffin. Turnover in the slot. A shot from Bauer whistles over the crossbar. It caroms out into the slot and down for an icing. Waring tried to stretch one down the far side over towards Anderson, but it missed everybody's stick, so a faceoff comes back into the Bulls' attacking zone.
That was a good pressure there by Buffalo on that previous power play. I mean, they had their chances, but, Missouri State did a really good job on defense, particularly Saunders.
Jordan Wanchuk wins the faceoff for the Bulls. Glides it below the left goal line. Pins it to the left side. It's jammed free by Travis Barrett. He guns it from right to left, and that'll do it for the power play. Back to 5-on-5 hockey with 10 seconds to go. In the defensive zone, the Bulls with Will Stryker. Can he clear the zone? He smacks it far side. Ian Cabler motors it out to neutral ice, and that'll do it for the second. A 2-goal period by the Ice Bears has Missouri State on top of Buffalo 3-1 in the second set.
And complete domination from Missouri State in that second period. Not what you wanted if you're Buffalo. A couple opportunities squandered for the Bulls. They had chances like right at the end of that period to put one in. They've been trying, but they just haven't pulled through, and that's why it's 3-1 right now headed to the final period.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Buffalo comes out to start this third period. Do they pinch in? Do they take more chances? Do they try to, come closer to the net to try to, attack even further on Missouri State to see if they can get them to turn over the puck? Because right now, down 2 goals, you've got to reassess a little bit what you're doing.
And Todd, the big number right now, 3 goals on Ian Shorthouse. Just to show you how good he's been this season, that's only the 5th time all year he's allowed 3 or more.
And all those goals weren't Shorthouse's fault. There were deflections, a perfect shot over his shoulder. These things happen when you get pressure and you get traffic in front of the net. It doesn't matter who the goaltender is.
And Justin, this is where Missouri State gets dangerous when leading after 2 periods. How does Buffalo get back in this game to possibly tie?
Well, a 2-goal lead for any team is very good heading into the final period. I think that Buffalo needs to keep skating. They need to keep getting shots on the net, put it in front of the net as much as they can, and keep it in their offensive zone, and hopefully things will break for them in the third period.
Who's some players you think should or could have a breakout third period?
Some players for the Bulls who I think could have a breakout third period. I think that they need to get Austin going, Wesley Austin. I mean, we've said it multiple times in this broadcast. He's led the NECHL in points. He's a guy from Rochester, New York. You need to get him going in the third period. Maybe he could get a chance.
And Justin, another big fact, the 3 goals by Missouri State scored by 3 different goal scorers. None of them Josh Bell or Nikita Salkinov. A big move for this offense for Missouri State, showing they can beat you with multiple scores.
It's scary for Buffalo that those 2 players haven't scored at all, and it's probably promising for Missouri State because it shows that they don't need necessarily just those 2 guys to put points on the board. They have a multitude of scorers and a plethora of guys that can perform on the offensive end.
Todd, turning to you defensively, Buffalo struck on their first power play chance of the game. They are since 0 for their last 2. What has Missouri State done well on the penalty kill?
Positioning, defensive positioning. Excellent positioning by Saunders and company, no doubt about it.
Well, that'll do it after 2. 3-1 our score. The Bears on top of the Bulls. We send it down to our second period intermission crew. Brett Luthner, Andrew Shapiro, and John Peterson. Guys, it's all you.
tenacity, ambition, purpose. Here, it's not just what we do, it's how we do it.
Come on! You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy! Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Timmy, focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate! Skate! Pass it! You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck! Come on!
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like even more than birthday cake.
Each class lesson.
Any paper I write.
Welcoming our international students.
Every slam dunk.
Every community project.
It's all for something bigger.
I am a citizen teacher.
A citizen scholar.
A citizen voyager.
A citizen game changer.
A citizen servant.
We are all Citizen Bears.
Missouri State continues to grow in many ways while we develop global citizens by emphasizing the three pillars of public affairs: ethical leadership, cultural competence, and community engagement. That's how we make our Missouri statement.
There are a few things that come along that change the course of history. Inventions or developments that reshape society. They usually aren't appreciated at first. In fact, they're often scoffed at. What good will that be?
Hello? Hi.
Surely that can't be practical.
She loves to see you.
But then, slowly, over time, the greatness of these achievements become manifest.
Hi!
Until one day, you ask yourself how you ever lived without them. That's the nature of turning points. They bring us to new roads and new heights. They open doors we never thought possible. So it's important that we go forward together.
I'm here with Gina.
That our growth might not just benefit the great, but the good also. In small ways, and in grand ones.
Dad.
The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little.
At Wilson Electronics, we push every day to amplify the power of communication, to connect those who love and those who cannot live without it.
Welcome back here to the ACHA Men's Division I National Championships. Missouri State with a 3-1 lead over Buffalo after 2 periods of play. I'm Brett Luthner, Andrew Shapiro, and John Peterson join me. And second period goes to Missouri State. Andrew, I know you were looking at the response that Missouri State was going to have, especially after giving up that goal. I'd say we found that answer.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a little bit worried about how Missouri State was going to respond. They gave up a really controversial goal at the end of the first period, but they really came out, responded well, physical play, offensive play, and actually, ironically enough, it was Shorthouse over Buffalo who really had the rough period. He let up a couple of, I think a couple goals he's going to want back.
Yeah, and JP, I was going to get to you on that one is Shorthouse came out, and first goal kind of popped in over his shoulder. The second goal, a little squeaker through. Shorthouse didn't face that many shots, but what did you think about his play in that second period?
He's got to get better. He let in too many soft goals, and that's something as a team in the playoffs, you want to depend on your goaltender, and you just can't have soft goals like that when you're out here in a competition that's going to either be go on or go home. And the way Shorthouse is playing, it looks like they may be going home, Buffalo, as opposed to going on.
Alex Rubin and Austin Davis scoring the goals for Missouri State, who outshot Buffalo 8-5 in that second period. Buffalo didn't really get that many good opportunities in the Missouri State zone, who managed to find a way to really shut the game down.
Yeah, absolutely. And to Missouri State's credit, they did take a couple penalties in the second period, and they did a really good job of clogging the slot to not allow Buffalo to really get that good shot that they were looking for. But to the flip side of that, Buffalo has to do a better job of getting pucks to the net on the power play. Too many passes, not enough shots.
And then for Buffalo, what we really have to look at is how do you now prevent, especially now you're down 3-1, what have you got to do against a Missouri State team who we know in history has really had a way, once they've gotten the lead, to really clench their fist on the game?
Buffalo's just got to make some opportunities on the offensive zone. They really, like Andrew said, they're trying to get on these power plays. They're taking shots, and they're either not getting through or they're just not taking shots quick enough. They're getting the puck crossed on the point, and they're just not getting rid of the shot as Missouri State's guys are getting over to defend. So Buffalo just got to try and develop more opportunities in the offensive zone and put the puck on the net.
Now, in the Missouri State side, obviously you've gotten yourself out to the 3-1 lead. But again, not that they've really generated that much offense. So, Andrew, I turn to you. For Missouri State, yeah, you're up by 2 goals, and yes, you want to say, all right, fine, just ride the game out. But what do you have to do to generate more offense in this game?
You just got to keep getting pucks forward. You got to keep working hard on that dump and chase like they've been doing all day, and they just have to really keep the pressure up on Buffalo.
One of the things we've noticed here is that we've had the boards are lively in this game. You think that's something with the dump and chase got to do?
Absolutely. The dump and chase is really going to be affected by that lively boards, and those bounces are really going to play into everybody's favor.
All right. Well, when we come back, we'll take a look ahead at more of this tournament and get ready for the third period. 3-1 Missouri State after 2.
Josh. Go ahead.
Come on! You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy! Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate! Skate! Pass it! You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck! Come on!
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like even more than birthday cake.
You ready? This guy's not ready. You're not ready. Let's go!
Hockey heads are special, which is why we protect them with a helmet designed, built, and tested to endure real-world hockey impacts.
And Todd Curter. Guys, what were your takeaways from the second?
Well, role players and goaltending for Missouri State. 3 goals in the entire game by 3 different players, and great goaltending on the defensive end is the reason why they're up 3-1 right now, headed to the third period.
Well, Missouri State doing an excellent job on the power play. They're also getting traffic in front of the net. They got a 2-on-1 breakaway. So to beat a good goalie like Shorthouse, you got to be able to do that, and they've done it.
We'll get a face-off at center ice. 2 unanswered goals on Shorthouse. Only the 5th time this season he has allowed 3 or more goals. So we'll see whether or not Jeremy Kirsten's group can mount a comeback here in the final 20 minutes. Face-off at center, won by Missouri State, as they move from left to right to open up the final frame with a chance to play Adrian College tomorrow on the line. Forecheck by Buffalo, they control left point. Controlling near side, Will Stryker. He smacks the puck to the left circle. Ledger, the wrist shot deflects off a couple bodies in front. It caroms down the far side. Wesley Austin, his shot deflects off a stick, and it bounces out to the red line and into the Buffalo defensive zone. 30 seconds into the third period. A couple forechecks resulting in a possible scoring chance, but nothing up on the board. Missouri State controls near side. Nikita Salnikov, the team leader in points with 55, lost the puck in the attacking zone, and it's jammed down behind the net of Griffin by Ledyard. Buffalo and Missouri State make a line change.
If you're Buffalo, you couldn't have started the period any better. You get a great shot on the goal to start, and hopefully it continues in the third period.
Barrett motored in, centered it to Zane O'Brien, but the play is called offside, so it comes out to neutral ice.
I was impressed with the play of Hunter Cooley there in that last sequence. He did everything correctly, poking the puck away, trying to be a nuisance out there on the ice. He did a really good job.
26 combined shots on goal, 15 for Missouri State, 11 for Buffalo. It's wrapped behind the net of Smarthouse. It's Woodruff, the defenseman, in his senior season. Smacks the puck to the near corner. Ryle Ledyard clears the defensive zone. Cross-ice pass far side to Kyle Wilk in the attacking zone. Right hash mark, a wrist shot. Swagger the side to the far corner by Griffin. The puck still fought for down the near goal line. It's chipped out by the Ice Bears out to the red line. A race for the puck. It's won by Buffalo with Andrew Cease. The former Amherst Knight doubles back into the defensive zone, but a forecheck by Missouri State. They have it in the slot. It rolls out to the blue line, kept in on a one pass by Samuel Hizarah. The wrist shot from the right circle by Patrick Johansson deflects off a stick. Skittering puck in the slot. Backhand shot by O'Brien deflects wide, and it's controlled by Buffalo. They move it out to neutral ice. 2 minutes gone here in the third period. 3-1. Missouri State on top of Buffalo. Do or die here in the national championships. Rolling puck to the left of Griffin. It's dug out in the near corner by Hisarut for Missouri State. A scrum for the puck near side, kept in at the blue line. Wrist shot off the stick of Michael Napier for Buffalo. Deflects wide. A huge hit from the left point, sending Andrew Seas down to the ice. Gets a bit of a reaction from the Missouri State bench. Play still continues.
We haven't seen a lot of that today, actually. It's been a lot of skating, really not a really physical game.
Derek Smith, the sophomore from Tulsa, Oklahoma, motors in past the red line. He gets nudged off the puck at the left point. It rolls down to the right of Shorthouse, and a line change made by the Ice Bears. 25-14-4 entering the postseason. The Bulls 22-6 coming off back-to-back NECHL championship titles. Rolling puck in the defensive zone, settled down by Missouri State with Hisarut. At the red line, smacks it behind the net, and another line change made by the Bears.
And you said it, do or die right now for Buffalo. This isn't pool play, so do or die, one, and you could go home. So time to rock if you're the Ice Bulls right now.
Ian Kabler has it stick free from behind by the captain, Brennan Anderson. He gets checked by a couple of bodies. It rolls to the right circle. Chad Lounder holds in the backhand, but it's nubbed free at the right goal line, skied off the high glass, and it rolls down for an icing. Fans, be sure to catch game number 3 today in the opening day of the Division I National Championships. Number 15, Oklahoma, taking on number 18, Drexel, a 5 p.m. puck drop. You can catch it right here on the ACHA network. Correct me if I'm wrong, Todd, but I feel like you'll be on that broadcast in some capacity.
I will be. I'll be doing the post-game and the in-between period analysis.
The radio guy is doing more on-camera stuff. There we go. It's a new week. It's a new day. It's March. You have to try new stuff.
That's right. Spring is here. It feels great outside, and it feels great inside here.
Well, Josh Brell springs into the attacking zone, plays it over the boards, Salkinov. It deflects off his backhand. It's sticked over to the left boards and back off the backhand by Saunders. Here comes Buffalo now, a possible 3-on-2 odd man rush if they hurry. A huge slap shot off the stick of Kyle Wilk from the left point. It whistles wide, stick side, caught a huge portion of the end wall. Griffin, his head on a swivel as he operates the offense. It kicks off the stick of Cooley at the red line. Glove down by Bell. A shot from the right circle. Paddle aside in the butterfly by Shorthouse. And the puck rolls out to the left circle. Sprawling bodies in front. Rolled out to the blue line. Johansson a shot. Deflects wide. Scherhammer from the left point. A wrist shot deflects wide. Johansson smacks the puck to the left hash mark. It deflects off the high glass. It's kept in by Missouri State. Below the right goal line, controlling Hunter Cooley. A backhanded centering feed deflects in front. It bounces down the near corner and rolls down the far side. Scherhammer keeps it in. One-timer from the left point, gloved down by Shorthouse to stop play.
Good pressure there by Missouri. Good job pinching in Buffalo there, keeping the puck in their end, not letting them clear it. Had an opportunity there, but there wasn't traffic in front of the net. And Shorthouse saw that one easily.
Ian Shorthouse trying to keep the Bulls in the game. They trail 3-1. Face-off far circle won by the Bulls. They move ahead. Controlling far side, Cameron Labor by the right half wall. Stops on a dime at the hash mark. Holds in the backhand, trying a centering pass into the high slot for Woodruff. And now short-handed. Here comes Bart in the slot. Pinch from behind on the back check by Labor. It rolls down the near side and into the Buffalo defensive zone.
Woodruff did a good job on that play, too, poking the puck away a little bit to keep anything further from happening. Woodruff was last year's Rookie of the Year in this league.
Jamming puck at the red line. Anderson scampers to collect, but the play called offside.
Each team really good defensively today. I mean, look at the shots on goal. They're not very many at all. Each team is kept way under its normal allotment in a game. I mean, Buffalo has 12 shots on goal. I just think Missouri State has really done an excellent job defensively today, not limiting Buffalo's opportunities.
Turin wins the faceoff, and it's pushed forward by Andrew Seas. Top of the right circle, he enters offside.
And that's kind of the name of the game. Todd, you said it in our pregame that the team that makes the fewest mistakes is going to give themselves the best chance to win. So Missouri State's done a great job keeping Buffalo at bay and then taking care of business on the offensive end, Missouri State.
Face-off won by Turin into the Missouri State defensive zone. It's Skippers down to near side, but the Ice Bears control a circle-to-circle pass into the E-zone. Rolling puck at neutral ice, corralled by the Bulls. Near side, it's Ian Kabler. Top of the left circle at the point. It's back check free. And a spinning puck controlled by the Ice Bears. Controlling the attacking zone, Carson Warnig. He fires from the left circle. It's dragged aside by Shorthouse, and the puck rolls down to near side. Alex Rubin, the sophomore from Alton, Illinois, trying a centering pass over towards Turin. It deflects wide. And now here come the Bulls. It's pitchforked in up by Austin Penzak, and the Bulls make a line change. Just over 6.5 minutes gone here in the third period. 3-1 lead for the Bears.
Clock's ticking right now for Buffalo.
Shot from the red line by Hisrotes. Whistles wide glove side. First to the puck for the Ice Bears. Austin Davis on a forecheck. Plays it to the right point to Chris Brown. He pitchforks it up the high glass, but it rolls out to neutral ice. The Bulls control far side. Kyle Wilk in the attacking zone. The wrist shot from the right circle. Glove down to the butterfly by Griffin, the halt play.
That was a good job there by Buffalo. They won the little battle along the boards, which is being a big battle because you get a shot on goal, and that's the only way you're going to score is shoot the puck. I mean, there's a lot of time remaining in this game. There's almost 13 minutes left. If you're Buffalo, stick with it. Do a good job on the forecheck and try to get Missouri State to turn the puck over so you have a chance to make it 3-2.
What's the biggest component of forcing turnovers on the forecheck?
Well, I think the biggest component is you've got to be able to keep the pressure on. You've got to be able to keep them pinched in and force them to do things that they don't want to do.
Brennan Anderson for the Ice Bears motors it past the red line. He gets tripped up, no penalty. And now we're going to get a whistle to stop play. The initial call was a continuation, but the linesman down to near side, Cameron Dykstra, blew his whistle to stop play. No official ruling has been called on a penalty as of yet.
We're not going to get one either.
It's going to stay 5-on-5. Face-off won by the Ice Bears, Chris Brown. At the right point, he shovels it along to Patrick Johansson. Dishes it behind the net of Shorthouse. And the Bulls control. Backhanding the puck down the far side of Labor over the Woodruff. It turns over in front. And now here come the Bulls. Down in the attacking zone. William Schaefer, top of the right circle at the hash mark. Centering pass. It deflects off a stick. And now here come the Ice Bears.
Waited too long to give it to him there. He was wide open. He just waited too long.
Turin has it turned over at the red line, but it's shot behind the net of Griffin, the halt play.
It was a shame. If he had given it to him 2 seconds before, he would have had a 6-8 foot wrist shot right on net. He's sitting there slapping the ice with his stick. Give it to me, and he waited too long.
Faceoff comes in the Ice Bears attacking zone to the left of Shorthouse. It's won by the Bulls, controlling far side Kyle Wilk. The puck bounces down to left goal line and behind the circle, and it's wrapped behind the net. First to it for the Ice Bears, Hunter Cooley. He gets pinned to the wall by a pair of Bills defenders. And it's backhanded out to neutral ice. 18-13 shots on goal in favor of the Bears. Much more modest compared to game one. 37-30 are shots on goal. UNLV outshot RMU. On a forecheck, the Ice Bears trying to maintain pressure. They do at the left half board. It's deflected wide, and the Bulls play it out to neutral ice. Controlling far side, Cole Schiffman. He gets the puck turned over, and here comes Nikita Saldanov in the high slot. Wrist shot deflects wide. A rebound in front. The puck still squirts free out in the blue ice. It's tapped forward out to neutral ice, and it's wrapped in by Smith behind the net.
It's a great job there by Shorthouse. I mean, he got peppered a couple times there, stayed with it, still lost his stick, and had the presence to finally go get his stick when he had the opportunity.
Schiffman has his shot altered from the left circle, and here come the Ice Bears. O'Brien, top of the right circle, dangles past one. Oh my goodness! this. He scores!
What a beautiful play. I mean, that was a perfect goal again. Shorthouse had no chance. It trickled above his shoulders, and what a tremendous goal by Missouri State to make it 4-1. That's one of the best plays I've seen in a while.
If there was ever icing on the cake, that might have been it.
Well, you know, you got him to turn the puck over there in the neutral zone, and that's how it all started. And when you get those 2-on-1s or 3-on-2s, that's how you put it by a goalie. That's how you put it by Shorthouse. Tremendous goal. Tremendous.
Missouri State has equaled Shorthouse's largest amount of goals allowed this season at 4. It's a 4-1 lead for Missouri State with 10:20 remaining in the game.
Now Buffalo's going to have to try to extend it and take more chances to try to get Missouri State to turn the puck over. And you're down 3 with about 10 minutes to play. You've really got to start taking chances.
The puck is iced, and it'll come back into the Buffalo attacking zone. I'll tell you what, whatever crowd is here, they are still in awe from that last goal.
And it was Jordan Bratton officially, his 12th goal of the season. And just like you said, Case, I mean, amazing. Can't say enough about that goal. Icing on the cake probably with 10 minutes left.
This is only the second game of the tournament, but that's the shot of the tournament by far. This is not even close. I mean, I would almost love to see it again. It was so good.
My, oh my. You'll probably see that highlight on ACHA tonight, which you can catch after the conclusion of our games today on achahockey.org following every single game this tournament. Catch highlights, analysis, and expert opinions on ACHA tonight. All available on achahockey.org. I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to go watch that show tonight just to watch that highlight.
I was just about to say, I'm definitely tuning in to watch that specifically.
Goodness. There's a Dallas Stars game tonight, but I think Tyler Sagan might have a competitor for best goal of the season. It's either him or Jamie Benn as one of the two who have new competition for goal of the year, at least in the Dallas area. The Ice Bears in the attacking zone. Turin tries to swagger past one defender. It's poked free to the far corner. It rolls behind the net of Shorthouse. And it caroms down into the Buffalo defensive zone. Time winding down, 9:20 remaining in the game. And the Ice Bears lead by 3.
You've got to bring it out. You got to go. You can't stand there with it. You got to be the aggressor now.
Rolling puck behind the net, and it's called as an icing.
Those plays hurt a lot. It's like a turnover. Now the face-off is in your own end, and if they win the face-off, you could be in trouble very easily. You know, Bratton, I mean, you know his community, his family, and his team have got to be extremely proud of him on that goal.
Yeah, and that was almost worth more than a goal, really. It basically puts the nail in the coffin, so to speak, and because it was such a tremendous effort and a tremendous finish that it was worth really more than a goal. Great highlight.
Well, there's still time left. I mean, you almost got 9 minutes to play. I've seen a lot of strange things happen.
The puck skies high up into the air. It bounces back into the Buffalo defensive zone, fished out by Will Stryker. 20-13 are shots on goal. The Bears lead the Bulls.
You look at Missouri State, you would think they're the one that's down 4-1. Look at them trying to pinch them in and get Buffalo to make a bad pass, just like there. 3 in their own end.
The puck rolls behind the net of Shorthouse. It rolls down the far side. Forecheck on by Missouri State, but the Bulls beat it at neutral ice. It's shipped in by Schiffman to the left of Griffin. It's picked back up by Schiffman. He controls below the right circle. Centering pass deflects off the backhand of Lieber, and it's motored out to the red line by the Ice Bears as they make a line change.
Great job there by number 58, Johansson. Great job. It's been like this all day for Missouri State. Any chance Buffalo has, they pretty much squandered away.
Controlling far side, Nikita Salnikov dances below the left goal line, pivots and stops on the dime. He plays it straight away. A wrist shot off the stick of Bell bounces wide. It cools back to the near side, and now we get a whistle and a penalty.
Did you see that? That puck, that save by by Shorthouse. Did it hit him in the mask, or did he actually get that with his glove after the whistle stopped? That was tremendous.
The penalty is interference, and it's going to go on Salnikov. So the 22-year-old from Penza, Russia, sits in the box. And Todd, this is where Buffalo has to start getting back in the game. They're 1 for 3 on the power play tonight, which includes 0 in their last 3 trips.
Well, they got to get it going. I mean, this is a chance for Austin and company to get it going. It's now or never. You just look at hopefully Ledyard will come in and do the job for the Bulls out there on the power play, because you would expect him to be out there.
Tanner Woodruff one-hands the puck to Wesley Austin. Back to Woodruff, cross-ice pass down the far side, Ian Kabler. He smacks it back to Woodruff at the ACHA logo. Stretches it to the left circle to Stryker. Dances below the left goal line. And controlling Ryo Ledyard leads the team in power play goals with 15. Straight away over towards Austin. Dances past the defender. Cross-ice pass far side looking for Stryker. It rolls out. Just kept in the blue line. And the Bulls still control. Down by 3 with 7 minutes to go here in the third. It's poke check 3 by Carson Warning, and he guns it down the length of the ice from left to right.
It was a good job by Cantor originally to keep it in, but he wasn't going to be able to keep it in there. You're Buffalo, you got to move, you got to hurry. The clock is ticking. There's still time to do it, but you're down 4.
70 seconds.
3.
70 seconds on the Buffalo power play. The puck rolls down. Bianchi takes a spill, no penalty. It's taken away by Wesley Austin. Fishes it out of the corner, plays it to the right point. Ian Kabler dances the blue line. Wrist shot whistles wide glove side. It's scooped out in the near corner. Michael Lask plays it left point. Wesley Austin smacks the puck to Bauer. He gets it back to Austin. Straight away to Woodyard. He dishes it far side. Ian Kabler. It bounces off a sprawling body and it rolls out to the red line.
Great job there by Missouri State, by Saunders once again. He's able to sprawl his body out there and poke it out to the neutral zone.
No shots on goal for the Bulls in the last 5 minutes of gameplay. Power play trickling down to under 25 seconds. A hit at the end boards. No penalty called. A couple players slow to get up. And now a scrum for the puck behind the net. And now we get a whistle to stop play.
Well, that was a huge hit there. And it was a Buffalo player who hit a Missouri State player right into him. And that's why he is slow getting up. Let's hope he gets up here and he's okay.
So with 5:57 to go here in the third period, play will resume with a face-off coming out at neutral ice.
This is a face-off. If you're Buffalo, you got to win it. This is your chance. You've got 16 seconds left on the power play. You got to win this face-off and get a goal to get within 2.
Kabler taking the face-off against Turin, a battle of number 10s, and Turin wins the draw for the Ice Bears, and it's gunned down the near boards by Carson Warning, and that'll just about kill off the power play.
It's a huge face-off win there by Turin. Those are the things that win hockey games.
It's Michael Napier for the Bulls in the attacking zone. His shot shrugged off a couple sticks. It rolls up the high glass. It's kept in by the Bulls. In a high slot, a wrist shot by Bianchi. And now we get a whistle and a penalty.
It's going to be on Buffalo.
Bianchi was wheeling in the slot, had a clear look in the slot and at the net. But Michael Napier, the freshman from Lancaster, New York, sits in the penalty box. And Missouri State to the power play.
Things looking bleak right now for the Bulls. 4-1, 5:30 left in the third period.
Roughing is the call on Napier, so 5-on-4 in favor of the Ice Bears. They control far side. Brian Schumacher holds left circle, cross-ice pass near side. Jordan Bratton, one of 4 goal scorers, plays it to the left point. A one-timer by Travis Barrett deflects wide. It rolls back to Barrett. Cross-ice pass, stretches it near side, looking for a backdoor centering feed. It deflects wide. It's chipped up the near wall by the Bulls. Austin Penzak tries to play it, but it's chipped up and collected by the Ice Bears in the defensive zone. Wheeling past the red line, Travis Barrett. Cross-ice pass far side, trying to connect with Bell. It deflects wide, and it rolls out to neutral ice. 1:15 to go on the Missouri State power play. Just at this point, trying to milk as much time as they can.
Well, you're Buffalo. We said it. You've got to take chances, and they're not really taking a whole lot of chances. I know that they're shorthanded, but that's not a good pass right there. That's a turnover.
Bratton in the slot has his shot deflected wide. It's kept in by Matt Matty from the left circle. Plays it straight away over towards Johansson, a wrist shot, and it's chested down by Shorthouse to stop play.
You've got to carry the puck out in that instance and just trying to clear it. You're down 3 goals. You've got to carry it out and try to force the action here. There's only 4:20 left, whether you're shorthanded or not.
At what point when you're down by 3 do you possibly start thinking about pulling your goalie for an extra skater?
I don't think you pull him unless you get within 2.
Faceoff comes to the right of Shorthouse. It's won by the Bulls. Alex Bauer pinned to the wall down the far goal line. A scrum for the puck. It's kept in by the Ice Bears. Far side, Alex Turin glides up the left half wall into the high slot. Backhand feed over the bell. He holds straight away. Smacks the puck below the left goal line. Here's a shot by Davis. Hits high over the crossbar. It's dug out near side by Bratton. One of 4 goal scorers tonight for the Bears. Plays it straight away to Bell. He slides it over towards Nikita Salnikov. Back to Bell straight away. Wrist shot to a couple bodies. Bounces wide. A rebound chance below the right goal line. Hunter Cooley can't get a stick on it. He slaps it back to Salnikov. Dances below the left hash mark. Cradles it to Brown. Straight away to Bell. Back to Brown. Right circle. Power play has expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Salnikov right circle. Wrist shot deflects wide. He gets his own miss back, and it's covered up by Shorthouse to stop play.
The reason I said you don't pull them unless you get within 2 is look at the way Buffalo's playing this period. It looks like they've lost a pep in their step, and you can't just pull the goalie, and then they're going to score real quick. It makes it 5-1, and you're done. You've got to pick up your play, and hopefully you get within 2.
Faceoff remains in the Missouri State attacking zone. It's Turin taking a faceoff for the Ice Bears against Austin. And off the tie-up, Austin wins it. Plays it back to Kyle Wilk in the defensive zone. Can he clear it? He pitchforks it out to the red line. A race for the puck near side. Austin Bianchi wins it. Below the left goal line. A centering pass, nobody home as it rolls out to neutral ice. It's backhanded by Wilk down to near side, and it's dug out by Turin for the Ice Bears.
Missouri State has just been the aggressor. I wouldn't say all game. I would say this period has been the most disappointing period of hockey for Buffalo today. Missouri State has really been the aggressor, and Buffalo's kind of laid back like they're the one with the lead.
Rubin, a centering pass looking towards Matty. He has his stick knocked free, no penalty. Matty puts a huge hit on him. Another huge hit far side on Bianchi, and now we get a whistle. A couple shoves going on, and somebody goes down to the ice. Matty throwing punches. We have a haymaker going on out at neutral ice in front of the Missouri State bench.
Casey, you've got to keep your composure here, especially if you're Missouri State. You have a lot to play for here. Walk away, skate away, and live to play another day. Buffalo, they're in huge trouble with 2:40 left, down by 3 goals. Usually the team that's behind will try to go ahead and, try to start that little bit to try to jump them to get going.
Yeah, Hisroth was one of the guys on the floor, and it looks like his helmet came off in that scrum. But it started with the no stick. He lost his stick.
And then they finished it with a first hit along the board there, and then everybody else came along.
Physical.
Very physical. And there's nothing wrong with playing physical hockey as long as it's clean. Looks like some folks are leaving for the day.
We're going to get a game misconduct on Alex Rubin. He's going to head to the bench early. Sam Hisroth sits in the box for roughing for the Ice Bears, and Kyle Wilk sits for the Bulls. Both captains skating over towards the official scorers table to try to get everything sorted out numbers-wise.
You're Missouri State. You just continue to play for the next 2:40. Don't do anything extracurricular to take away your team's chances away from possibly advancing further on the tournament. You don't want any players missing any action the next game.
Right.
You're thinking about the next game at this point.
Right. I mean, I really couldn't see any reason why Missouri State would want to get into a scrum like that. I could see Buffalo maybe out of frustration starting something like that and extending it, but Missouri State, I mean, there's really no reason. The game's over at this point with 2:40 left. You got another game coming up against Adrian now. You win, you get there. Really no reason for that.
Double minors for roughing. The penalty box is empty, so both Wilk and Hisroth head to the bench, head to the box. I mean, the locker room 10 days early.
Yep.
Bench, box, locker room.
You know, Justin, it's been a very long day, and I can speak for all of us, but it's been a really long prep day, I'd say, for the three of us in general. I could use a burger right now.
Prep day, yeah. You deserve one, man, with the job you do with the play-by-play.
We're in Texas. What am I thinking burgers? We're in, like, heart of Mexican food, right?
Tex-Mex?
No doubt about it.
Not too much Mexican food you can snag in Bloomington, Indiana, or Anchorage, Alaska, so I'm probably going to take advantage of it as much as I can.
Well, I live in Atlanta. It's a lot like Dallas, except there's a little more hills. So Dallas is a lot flatter than Atlanta, but the cities are pretty similar.
Well, something that is similar for this Ice Bears team is scoring goals at a high volume, and they have a 4-1 lead with 2:15 to go in the game. Just trying to milk as much clock off the board to seal a date with Adrian College tomorrow afternoon. The number 3 seed in Division I hockey, a staggering 30-3 record. Be a matchup of the Ice Bears and the Bulldogs. Unless somehow the Bulls can pull off a miracle in the minute 55 seconds left on the clock, icing is the call.
It just seemed like Missouri State was once again the team that was playing with a 3-goal lead instead of behind 3 goals. I mean, Missouri State has been the aggressor since the opening drop of the faceoff here in the third period. They put 3 guys in there, and Buffalo had a hard time getting it out, had a hard time clearing it, had a hard time bringing the puck up. Their forecheck was fantastic.
Face-off far side won by the Bulls. Controlling below the goal line, Ian Kabler. Dances by the left circle. It's stick free by Austin Penzak. He holds in the slot. A wrist shot deflects off a body. It skitters down the far corner. Jacob Cantor controls. He centers it into the high slot looking for Bennett. It rolls out to neutral ice. 90 seconds to go in the third period. The Bears clinging on to a 4-1 lead. Bennett dances past the defender on the backhand in the slot. It's stick free. It's kept in the attacking zone by the Bulls. Jacob Cantor nudged free by Hunter Cooley. He is in the attacking zone. A shot from Bell in the slot. Chested down by Shorthouse to halt play.
I'm just totally impressed by Missouri State. You have played what I call almost a perfect game. You've given up 13 shots on goal, 1 goal. You've limited Buffalo's scoring chances to almost none. You didn't give away breakaways. You didn't turn the puck over in your own end. You forechecked excellent. Your neutral zone play was perfect, and the goaltending by Griffin just was icing on the cake.
It's been a career year for all the goaltenders on Missouri State's team. Bailey Stevens and Brendan Schuck have had career bests in save percentage and goals against, and lost in the shuffle, Brady Griffin. But after a performance like today, he won't be forgotten. Here's a shot on a turnover off the stick of Saldanov, and a save made by Shorthouse on a breakaway to keep it at 4-1.
Buffalo's a deflated team at this point. You can see it. They're just not giving them their all here, especially in the last, 10, 12 minutes of this third period. Their effort has not been 100%, and Missouri State has taken advantage of it.
Face-off in the Bulls' defensive zone. Buffalo wins it. They play far side. Tanner Woodruff. He glides circle to circle in the defensive zone. He plays it to Ledyard. A shot from the red line on net, paddled aside and patted aside by Shorthouse. He directs it to the far corner. Half a minute to go here in the third period. 4-1, the Bears on top of the Bulls. In the attacking zone for Buffalo, Wesley Austin first to the puck below the left goal line. He controls in the trapezoid. It's stick free by the Bears with Zane O'Brien. He backhands it far side, Travis Barnett. And he motors in the attacking zone. High slot, dances past the defender. Below the legs, Deke. He can't get past his last line of defense. It kitters down the far side. It rolls down the right point. Derek Smith has the puck chipped up, and that'll do it. 4-1 the final score. The Bears on top of the Bulls. They move on to the second round against Adrian College tomorrow afternoon.
I'll tell you what, if Missouri State continues to play like this every game the rest of the way, only giving up 13 shots on goal, limiting the other team's opportunity, playing perfect in the neutral zone, forechecking, getting good goaltending, the defense, the positioning, everything, they have a chance to go a long way in this tournament.
And it was 1-1 after the first period, pretty even, but the second and third periods dominated by the Ice Bears. Like you said, Todd, just a near perfect performance this whole entire game, and it gets them ready for that big matchup tomorrow against defending champion Adrian. And we'll see how they fare because they played great today.
Well, final score 4-1, Missouri State on top of Buffalo. They head on to take on Adrian College. We send it now ringside to our public address announcer. Back inside Comerica Center, 4-1 our final score. Missouri State on top of Buffalo. We send it now down ringside to Lou Gameler.
Brady. Have you stand right there. Keep this afterwards. Cool, thank you. And we're here with the winning goaltender for the Missouri State Bears, Drake Griffin. A little nerve-wracking at first for you, then you guys kind of settled down. What made the difference after it was all knotted up at one?
I think it's just what you said. I think we had some pretty big nerves at the beginning. I mean, we came in and had a quick exit last year, so we didn't want to do the same thing. But I think we calmed down and played our game and figured it out. So,
and then in the third period, you guys were able to keep your cool after you got ahead. That's one of the key things in a game like this. You don't want to let your emotions get too ahead of you because you know you're going to be playing tomorrow.
Right, yeah, we have bigger things to worry about than a chippy game like this. So,
and then lastly, now tomorrow, your next opponent, the defending national champions, Adrian. How long do you get to enjoy this win before you start focusing on them?
Second we leave this rink, we're on to the game tomorrow. We're focused on that. So,
thank you very much. Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Lou. Final score for the one. Casey Roll with you alongside Justin Delvelis and Todd Quarter. Guys, a very phenomenal offensive performance by Missouri State, dominating the back line of Buffalo. What stood out to you?
13 shots on goal only for Buffalo. Griffin had a light day of work. Half his work was down there talking to Lou.
Yeah, 13 shots on goal. I mean, we mentioned it so much because it's such a glaring statistic. You know, for Buffalo to only get that number of shots, there's no reason why they only put one across. So, and it'll be interesting to see if things are like that tomorrow with Missouri State and Adrian. Not sure, you know, who knows what's going to happen, but they may have to face some more shots on goal tomorrow with the defending champs up next.
Buffalo entered the tournament averaging 26 shots per game. That was half today. How did Missouri State do it?
Excellent forechecking, excellent defense, excellent positioning, and they put the pressure on Buffalo. When Buffalo had the puck in their own end, they weren't letting them out. And the only way they were getting it out is if they were dumping it out in the neutral zone, and then Missouri would just carry that puck in and continue to put the pressure on them, especially in the third period. The first period, it was pretty even, Steven, the play. The second period, Missouri State started to break away a little bit. But the third period, Missouri State dominated this hockey game.
Well, final score for the one, Missouri State over Buffalo. They take on the third-ranked Adrian College Bulldogs tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Final score for the one, for Justin Delvitas, Todd Quarter, our producer Matt Kilmer, executive broadcast director AJ Bolden, Casey Rolls saying so long, high above the ice. We send it now to our ACHA broadcast postgame show with Brett Luthner, Andrew Shapiro, and John Peterson.
Tenacity, ambition, purpose. Here, it's not just what we do, it's how we do it.
Come on! You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy! Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate! Skate! Pass it! You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck! Come on!
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like it even more than birthday cake.
Each class lesson.
Any paper I write.
Welcoming our international students.
Every slam dunk.
Every community project.
It's all for something bigger.
I am a citizen teacher.
A citizen scholar.
A citizen voyager.
A citizen game changer.
A citizen servant.
We are all citizen bears.
Missouri State continues to grow in many ways while we develop global citizens by emphasizing the three pillars of public affairs: ethical leadership, cultural competence, and community engagement. That's how we make our Missouri statement.
There are a few things that come along that change the course of history. Inventions or developments that reshape society. They usually aren't appreciated at first. In fact, they're often scoffed at. What good will that be?
Hello? Hi.
Surely that can't be practical.
She loves to see you.
But then, slowly, over time, the greatness of these achievements become manifest.
Hi!
Until one day, you ask yourself how you ever lived without them. That's the nature of turning points. They bring us to new roads and new heights. They open doors we never thought possible. So it's important that we go forward together.
I'm here with Gina.
That our growth might not just benefit the great, but the good also. In small ways, and in grand ones.
Dad.
The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little.
At Wilson Electronics, we push every day to amplify the power of communication, to connect those who love and those who cannot live without it.
Let us know when we go.
Yep.
Someone's got their new jacket and is very happy.
And we are lit on the board, boys.
Yep.
And the logo's back.
We were.
Yeah. Wave to the crowd.
Do that again, Spear.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
So you're supposed to do this.
What?
Hey, sorry guys, I had to go off headset. Are we good?
Okay. Oh, we're live. Okay. Well, now we're live. So, welcome back. This is Post. Brett. That's Andrew. That's JP over there. 4-1. Now that we got all the technical stuff solved, 4-1 is the final score here. Buffalo falls to Missouri State. And we were wondering if Buffalo was going to be able to find the offense in the third period.
Sorry, guys,
no.
I had to listen
Missouri
to something
State
else, so I think you guys took over.
totally stifled Buffalo in the third period.
Absolutely. Shots on goal in the third period, 11-2 in favor of Missouri State. It was just a completely one-sided effort in the third period. And we mentioned in the second intermission that Missouri State really just had to keep the forecheck going on Buffalo, and that's exactly what they did. Buffalo couldn't do much from their own defensive end.
JP, got a little chippy there in the late going, but really, none of the goals really came out to be all like world-beating goals. It was just ended up being Missouri State with the volume of offense wins it.
Yeah, they basically put all the pressure on Buffalo, and they were able to keep. Yeah, Missouri State's going to need a lot tomorrow. They got to come out with a lot more spark. They're going against a really, really tough Adrian team, the #1 team, defending national champion. So they've got a huge task, shall we say, ahead of them for tomorrow.
That game's tomorrow. That goes at 1:30 p.m. The 10 a.m. game, I should say. UNLV in Ohio. UNLV winning earlier today, 4-3 against a very game Robert Morris team. Quickly, what are you looking forward to in that game?
I'm looking to see how UNLV responds after last year. They lost to Ohio in overtime, and it's going to be a really bloody knuckles game, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for UNLV to get going again tomorrow, especially early. They played today early, so hopefully they get enough rest through the night and come up and get something going tomorrow. It's got to be a solid effort for them tomorrow.
Next up at 5 p.m., it's Oklahoma and Drexel. Quickly, in about 10 seconds, what are you looking forward to, Oklahoma and Drexel, the 15-18 matchup?
It's going to be a lot of rush shaking, and it's going to be a very defensive battle. I'm thinking 2-1 Oklahoma final score.
Yeah, Drexel's going to have a solid effort. We've seen them in the regular season. They're a good team. I haven't seen Oklahoma, but I'm sure they're going to come out and try and win that one as well.
All right, that's it for us here at Comerica Center. For JP, for Andrew, for the entire crew, I'm Brett Luthner. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at 5 o'clock.